hosted a big upset today. 11 seed Duquesne shocked 6-seeded BYU 71-67. Here in Pittsburgh today, it was number 3 Creighton against 14 seed Akron, and the Blue Jays prevailed. So form held there. 77-60 was the final score in that one. Also, number 2 seed Arizona, an easy win today over Long Beach State, 85-65. North Carolina, of course, the number one seed. Tar Heels playing in Charlotte, no problems, beating 16 seed Wagner 90-62. So Carolina moves on to the second round. Also, 14 seed Morehead State against number 1 Illinois, or number 3 Illinois, I'm sorry. The Illini behind early in the game, but they fought back and made it look easy, winning 85-69. Now the second game of the day here in Pittsburgh, South Carolina losing to Oregon 87-73. So that's another 11 seed beating a 6. So we've already had 2 of those today where the 11 beat the 6. And guess what? NC State's an 11 and Texas Tech a 6 as well. See if the Pack can make it 3 today with those seeding matchups. Number 10 Nevada going against 7 seed Dayton, and the Flyers hang on to win 63-60. That one in the West Regional. Also another final low-scoring game. Texas upends Colorado State 56-44. Of course, Colorado State played that first 4 game and beat Virginia on Tuesday night. Also coming up tonight, 9:20 will be the start time, so they're going to be getting underway here in about 20 minutes. That's 2 seed Tennessee against 15 seed St. Peter's, and that will be in the Midwest region. And that's a look at our NCAA tournament scoreboard. We're live from Pittsburgh, getting you up to date on the game in progress. 9:13 to play, and Oakland still up by 5. It's 57-52. Oakland trying to shock the college basketball world here tonight at PPG Paints Arena. Gary Hahn's going to catch up with Wolfpack head coach Kevin Keatts on the other side of this. You're listening to Wolfpack basketball from Learfield.
For the 4th year in a row, North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was ranked the best insurance company in the nation by Auto Body Pros. With quick payments on top quality parts, our experienced claims team is in your corner every step of the way to put your repairs in the rear view. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist its customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This season, Harris Teeter has partnered with NC State, Duke, UNC, and Wake Forest to present the Big 4 Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky fan is chosen to win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big 4 school that week. Harris Teeter will also donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to each school's local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Big 4 Grocery Assist page to enter today.
Wolfpack fans, did you know CPI Security is your best defense for protecting your home and family? Enjoy the peace of mind that only comes with bringing your security and smart home needs under one roof, easily controlling everything from the InTouch app. Plus, rest easy knowing their 24/7 monitoring has your back, getting you the help you need fast during emergencies. When every second counts, count on CPI. Make CPI Security a part of your game plan. Visit mycpi.com/wolfpack for your special team offer.
The MT1 Series tractor from LS is a powerhouse packed in a compact footprint, and it's now available with high-capacity loader attachment. This tractor loader package provides you everything you need to get the job done right. Visit your local dealer or check us out online at lstractorusa.com to experience the LS difference for yourself. Rules, restrictions, eligibility, and participation may apply.
Your home for the Pack. This is the 2024 NCAA Tournament on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
Hello, it's Coach Kevin Keatts with Wolfpack Basketball, and we're happy to have Heister Automotive Group support Pack Basketball this year. Thank you so much for your help.
Thanks, Coach. I'm John Heister for the Heister Automotive Group, and I'm pulling for the Pack this year, and I hope we win a ton of games. But I know how you can win. If If you're in the market for a vehicle or need your vehicle serviced, we have 4 locations around the Triangle in Sanford, Lillington, and Fuquay Arena. So get off your keister and come to Heister and go Pack.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, official healthcare provider of NC State Athletics.
Round 1 of the NCAA South Regional, and the matchup is 6-seeded Texas Tech and 11-seeded NC State. Welcome back to PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, where it's time to check in with the head coach of the Wolfpack, Kevin Keatts. Kevin, first of all, congratulations on an incredible 5-game run of the ACC title. Just for the record, how many people have come up to you and told you that they knew that was going to happen?
If they did, they were lying. The only ones who honestly believed that this could happen, and I'm not being funny, and I mean it was the players in the locker room and the coaches. And we completely took it one game at a time. I want to take a moment to, appreciation message about my coaching staff and their preparation and how they had these guys prepared through scouting. I also want to take a moment to compliment our players. They did all the heavy lifting. They completely locked in. They were focused, and we literally took it one game at a time. When you sit back and look at, 5 games in 5 days, how we did it, who we played, championship game, I thought this team was locked in and, completely got stronger every game. And you could tell by the second half that we were the stronger team after playing 3 or 4 or 5 days in a row. So what a proud thing. We've taken a lot of flack, over the years, not just my era, but a lot of eras about not winning a championship in over 37 years. And, this is for everybody who's fought and the players who came before us and everything else. I've said it before. This is not, the 23-24 championship. This is everybody's championship. This is NC State's championship.
How quickly did your mindset move from winning the ACC title to laying the foundation for another run in another tournament starting here in Pittsburgh?
Well, it had to switch quick. We got back, and you think about it, we didn't get back, this, you were flying with us. We didn't get back to the wee hours of the morning, and just completely had to figure everything out. And then the next day, you got Selection Sunday. And then the next day, you're pretty much getting ready to travel because you got to play and everything else. So we didn't get to enjoy it as much, but that's okay because we get another prize that's in front of us. And obviously being able to make the NCAA tournament and have a chance to, compete and win a national championship. So we got 2 stages of that.
When you have a tremendous mountaintop experience like the Wolfpack had last week, it's kind of hard to come down from it. What have you done to get the players back into the regular mindset?
Well, we've praised them. This may not ever happen again. It may not ever happen again. And for a program who hadn't won a championship in so long, for this particular group, the adversity that we had. So we praised them, but we said, hey, you got another opportunity. There's another opportunity in front of you. And, we did the unthinkable going into the ACC tournament. So why not us?
You had some physical issues to deal with by the end of the ACC championship. You had Jaden Taylor's ankle, Casey Morcell with some kind of either groin or upper leg muscle injury. You played without Dennis Parker all week. Can you update us on all of that and who's available and who's not?
Well, it's a funny thing because I didn't know who was available during every game. And to our guys' credit, they gave me everything that they had during those moments, during those games. We were substituting at the end in the championship game. Everybody's a go right now. Not telling you that we're 100%, but everybody's a go except for Dennis.
How did DJ Horn come out of the ACC tournament physically? Because that was one of the stories that kind of went under the radar screen.
Well, he's going to play. I couldn't tell you that he's 100% and all that other stuff, but he will play tonight.
You talk about mental toughness and fighting through injuries and all of that. You got it last week. You're probably going to have to do it again. This team, to me, appears to be, of all the teams in the NCAA tournament, maybe the most mentally and physically toughest.
Well, we're sure one of them. And it's because, obviously, man, these guys have built a kind of a built of armor. They've taken a lot of grief, unfairly. And it's actually helped us bond together and understand how important it is to have your brothers beside you. And, basketball is a complete team sport. It's not an individual sport. And, when our guys, hear things about their brothers or their family, they just don't like it. And so it's kind of bonded us and put us against the world mentality.
That's the head coach of the Wolfpack, Kevin Keatts. Later, coach will be back. We'll focus on Texas Tech. Now back to courtside and Tony Haynes.
All right, Gary, thanks a lot. And, you asked Coach Keatts the question about all the physical ailments that potentially could hurt the Pack here in this game. And overall, the injury report sounded pretty good. Dennis Parker Jr. still coming back from illness. They don't expect him to be available at all this weekend. But beyond that, those guys who made it happen last week and that ACC tournament win, well, it sounds like they're all available for this game against Texas Tech here tonight. You just heard the UNC Health Injury Report. It is brought to you by UNC Health, the official healthcare provider of NC State Athletics. Boy, what an entertaining game we're watching here between Kentucky and Oakland. Oakland is hanging in there and trying to hang on. It's still a long way to go. Just above 5 minutes to play now, and Oakland is clinging to a 64-62 lead over Kentucky. I think Kentucky has led by a point once here in the second half. Otherwise, Oakland has continued to have the upper hand. But as we speak right now, Kentucky had just tied the game up on a short jumper, but that basket will not count because of an illegal screen. So 5:02 to play, and it's Oakland 64, Kentucky 62. It's NC State and Texas Tech, of course, in the final of 4 games today here in Pittsburgh. And we'll talk more about that on the other side of this break. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball from Learfield.
From the mountains to the coast, 2.5 million North Carolinians are members of an electric cooperative. As a co-op member, you're part of exciting efforts to power a brighter future in Wolfpack Nation. From innovative energy projects that make the grid more resilient and sustainable to initiatives that strengthen local communities and services that make managing your energy use easier, electric cooperatives are here for you. Learn more at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
We're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
We know there's only one team you want to watch, and Bally Sports is the place to get your Wolfpack. Join Bally Sports every week as we dive into the heart of the action with exclusive interviews with coaches and players across NC State athletics. Relive every incredible highlight and get in-depth breakdowns from each game. Watch NC State, One with Wolfpack, on Bally Sports South every Monday at 3:30 and stream it on the Bally Sports app. Bally Sports, home of the only team you want to watch.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. More from Pittsburgh after these local messages on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, my name is Alani. A little thing I like about the Spicy Deluxe sandwich is that you taste the crunch, you taste the pepper jack cheese melting, and you taste the spicy flavors in the sandwich. I'm telling you, 10 out of 10.
Hi, My name's Enrique. A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is you get that rich flavor of the chicken and definitely that nice, tangy, warm bite. It's the perfect harmony of spiciness and taste.
Order the Spicy Deluxe Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Wolfpack fans needing to stay overnight, book with the new Town Place Suites by Marriott, Raleigh University area, located at 3771 Thistledown Drive. This beautiful property is just minutes from NC State Centennial Campus, PNC Arena, and Carter Finley Stadium. It's all studio suites with full kitchenettes and Wi-Fi. And with amenities like an on-site restaurant, the Wolf's Den, an enhanced fitness center, business center, great outdoor space with Weber grills and a fire pit, you'll be sure to enjoy your time with us. Give us a call at 984-300-1410 and ask about our NC State University discount rates. Go Pack!
With Gary Hahn, I'm Tony Haynes. We're back at Pittsburgh. We're counting down to tip-off for NC State at Texas Tech tonight in the NCAA tournament. This will be only the fourth all-time meeting between these two schools. You have to go a long way back. In fact, you have to go pre-ACC for a couple of years since the last time the Wolfpack and the Red Raiders played basketball against each other. They played in 51, 52, and 1954. All of the games were at Reynolds Coliseum. That 54 game, by the way, Ronnie Shavlik for NC State. There's a name from the past. He had 24 rebounds in that one, and NC State won decisively. But a lot of years have passed since these two teams squared off in a basketball court. But that's all about to change here tonight in the NCAA tournament here in Pittsburgh. And we have an elite shooting performance going on in front of us. Jack Goldkey for Oakland now has 10 threes in this game against Kentucky. Becomes the fifth player all time to have 10 threes in an NCAA tournament game. And quite frankly, I was shocked to hear that there have actually been 5. I mean, that's a phenomenal performance to have 10 threes in a game if you're an individual. Right now, Oakland's lead is 67-65 with 3:55 to play. And Kentucky just fouled, so it looks like Oakland's going to go to the foul line. So a 2-point lead now for Oakland, trying to pull the upset. And understanding Big Blue Nation, if Kentucky loses this game to Oakland tonight, they don't want to go back to Lexington anytime soon. Would not be a fun place to be. All right, let's talk about Texas Tech. And Tech is the 6th seed in the South region after posting a third-place finish in the Big 12 this season. The Red Raiders were one of 8 teams from that league to land a spot in the NCAA tournament. So the level of competition faced by first-year coach Grant McCaslin and his team should be helpful here in the big dance.
Yeah, it's like anything. You want to get tested so that you know how you got to improve, and you want to figure out how do you win games in different ways, because I think that's what championship basketball is about. How do you win in close games? How do you win against teams that play fast? How do you win against teams that play physical? And the formula for winning in the postseason is finding a way. And I know this team is, having gone through the best league in the country, you have to figure out like how gritty and tough you have to be on every possession and play it that way. And our team's bought into it. There's a fight to our team. And I know we're excited about putting it in the tournament.
Well, health-wise, there are some question marks for Texas Tech. Athletic forward Darian Williams missed a loss to Houston in the Big 12 tournament with a sprained ankle, while the Raiders have been without 7-foot center Warren Washington for 9 games due to a foot injury. Of course, we're all eager to see just how NC State bounces back after playing 5 games in 5 days last week. Coach McCaslin expects the Wolfpack to keep its mojo going after winning the ACC title.
I know they've got great guard play, and they'll be ready. I mean, you don't win 5 games and not be ready to go. And they've got championship expectations now that they've won it. So we'll get a great team that's on a great run, and it'll be a difficult game to prepare for, but we'll be ready.
Well, without the 7-footer Washington, Texas Tech is a very small team with no starter standing taller than 6'7". But in a league that features numerous big guys with skill, McCaslin thinks he and his staff can come up with an effective game plan to counter NC State center DJ Burns.
Yeah, well, you know, having the opportunity to to face the teams in our league that have effective size. I think you got to have a game plan for a lot of different ways to defend it. And you know as well as I do, anytime you're matched with somebody that's got that amount of effectiveness, it's not one guy that defends it, it's your whole team. So we'll have a game plan for everybody to be involved, and got to do our best to make it as difficult as possible.
And these two teams do have a common opponent in BYU. NC State lost a close game to BYU very early in the season. Texas Tech actually beat the Cougars twice, including last week in the quarterfinals of the Big 12 tournament. In that game, BYU, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country, they couldn't throw it in the ocean, especially in the first half. They were getting a lot of wide-open threes. They just couldn't knock them down. Texas Tech was able to take advantage of that and move on before falling to Houston in the Big 12 semifinals. Back here in Pittsburgh, this upset bid by Oakland is getting closer to reality, but still a long way to go. 3:46 to play. Oakland 69, Kentucky 65, and John Calipari's Wildcats just turned the basketball over. We'll keep you updated as we go along, while also continuing our pregame coverage for NC State and Texas Tech. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball from Learfield.
For generations, hard-working people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
For the fourth year in a row, North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was ranked the best insurance company in the nation by Auto Body Pros. With quick payments on top quality parts, our experienced claims team is in your corner every step of the way to put your repairs in the rear view. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
The MT1 Series tractor from LS is a powerhouse packed in a compact footprint, and it's now available with high-capacity loader attachment. This tractor loader package provides you everything you need to get the job done right. Visit your local dealer or check us out online at lstractorusa.com to experience the LS difference for yourself. Rules, restrictions, eligibility, and participation may apply.
Wolfpack fans, did you know CPI Security is your best defense for protecting your home and family? Enjoy the peace of mind that only comes with bringing your security and smart home needs under one roof, easily controlling everything from the InTouch app. Plus, rest easy knowing their 24/7 monitoring has your back, getting you the help you need fast during emergencies. When every second counts, count on CPI. Make CPI Security a part of your game plan. Visit mycpi.com/wolfpack for your special team offer.
More NCAA tournament action from PPG Paints Arena right after these local messages. You're listening to the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
At Fiesel, when it comes to your roof, we don't mess around. We always start with an elite leak barrier, purpose-built cap nails, and the highest quality American-made shingles. It's the extra effort that allows us to provide homeowners with a lifetime warranty. The details matter. That's why you hire Fiesel. Fiesel, a proud supporter of NC State Athletics. Learn more and schedule your free roof inspection at FieselInc.com.
Hello, it's Coach Kevin Keatts with Wolfpack Basketball, and we're happy to have Easter Automotive Group support Pack Basketball this year. Thank you so much for your help.
Thanks, Coach. I'm John Heister for the Heister Automotive Group, and I'm pulling for the Pack this year, and I hope we win a ton of games. But I know how you can win. If you're in the market for a vehicle or need your vehicle serviced, we have 4 locations around the Triangle in Sanford, Lillington, and Fuquay Arena. So get off your keister and come to Heister and go Pack.
We're back in Pittsburgh. Drama unfolding in front of our very eyes. Oakland trying to upset Kentucky Less than 2 minutes to play now. Kentucky just missed a shot, got the offensive rebound, but Oakland is leading 73-68. And just as I say that, Kentucky drains another three. The Wildcats have made a bunch of threes here in the second half as well. So it's back to a 2-point game with 1:37 to play. And what a shocker that would be. Well, sometime next season, probably before the first game, a brand new ACC championship banner will be lifted to the rafters of PNC Arena for the first time in that building's history. Sure, it's nice to win from the pole position, but the type of rags to riches story NC State produced last week will be discussed at kitchen tables and talk shows for years to come. For their part, players like Wolfpack guard DJ Horn always believed anything was and is possible.
I feel like, coming into this tournament, we definitely have a lot of confidence. All along, we knew we were a good team. We just, had some ups and downs throughout the season. So to be able to pull it all together for, a great conference tourney run and then ultimately winning it, definitely coming into this, a lot of confidence.
Prior to last week, Wolfpack center DJ Burns had already established himself as one of the most intriguing players in all of college basketball. But after scoring 20 points and dishing out 7 assists in the championship win over North Carolina, his fame shot to a whole new level.
It's been kind of crazy. The exposure that you get playing at this level is really unmatched. And I didn't really realize it until after that game how big it could possibly get. It's truly been a blessing.
Now the question is, can the Pack do it all again? Reaching a high level of performance as a team is always achievable, but can it be sustained? Guard Casey Morsell says the approach must remain the same.
Our approach heading into the postseason was that it's a new season. One of the things we always talked about in our meetings before the tournament started is that, it's 0-0. Everybody's record is 0-0. And we took that approach as if, it's a fresh start. And that was the foundation for us to get momentum.
Of course, there was no momentum heading into the ACC tournament. A 4-game losing streak to close the regular season. Teams seem to suggest that this team might be ready to pack its bags and look to the future. But as criticism came in waves from the outside, DJ Burns says the entire team bonded together.
I'd say we used it as motivation, going into, the disrespect that we were getting. Our coach and us as players, every night, just when we lost those games, just complete disrespect. And we took it personally, and I think that's kind of what the driving force was. Some of those teams that we played against, they had disrespected us as well, and we were just tired of it, honestly.
Well, this NC State team has talent, but individual talent can only take you so far in a team sport. DJ Horn describes it this way.
I would just say, I feel like we're really, really connected right now, and I think everybody's on the same page of what, is expected of us or expected of, each and every one of us. So I would just say the connectedness.
And nothing brings a team together more than beating traditional powerhouses like Duke and North Carolina within a 3-day period. The competition that the Wolfpack faced not only last week, but during the regular season, figures to serve Casey Morsell and the Pack well here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I think, one of the great things about the tournament is that we faced all different types of adversity, whether it be injuries, just different schemes that we played against. So we're definitely going to use those lessons that we learned from the tournament heading into this March Madness run.
And like DJ Horn and DJ Burns, Morsell knows that the next loss would end his college basketball career. And for that reason, he's highly motivated to do what it takes to keep on playing.
You work so hard all summer. I'm sure every team does. But, this group, like I said, has faced a lot of adversity. And, our record from the regular season shows that. And, the fact that, things are starting to click and things are starting to get going, it's a great story that we all value. So we're definitely going to do our best to make it a fairy tale ending.
Well, this building in Pittsburgh is about to erupt if this score stays the same, because Oakland right now is up on Kentucky 78-74 with 18 seconds to play. And Oakland is going to the foul line as well. So Kentucky has been chasing the entire second half, has not been able to get over the hump. And Oakland, when it is needed to make a big shot, it has responded to the pressure being applied by John Calipari's Kentucky Wildcats. So just 18 seconds to play. Oakland going to the foul line, leading by 4. Kevin Keatts is up next with Gary Hahn. He's going to discuss this matchup with Texas Tech when we return. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball from Learfield.
When you download and use the Fuel Forward app at any 76 gas station, it feels like scoring a buzzer beater to win. Score big and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up with the Fuel Forward app. 20 cents is a combined savings of 5 cents every day, plus an extra 15 cents off per gallon for first-time users up to 30 gallons. Offer valid once for a new Fuel Forward app user through 12/31/2023. Participating locations only.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist its customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This season, Harris Teeter has partnered with NC State, Duke, UNC, and Wake Forest to present the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky fan is chosen to win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Harris Teeter will also donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to each school's local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Big Four Grocery Assist page to enter today.
Your home for the Pack. This is the 2024 NCAA Tournament on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
Liberty Senior Living Communities offer vibrant lifestyles in some of North Carolina's most sought-after locations. The amenities of fine resorts and the incomparable comforts of home. All Liberty Senior Living Communities are designed for active seniors and feature whole-person wellness, distinctive dining, life enrichment, and top-class amenities and services. Visit your local Liberty Senior Living Community, the Templeton of Cary, today and come home to the retirement you deserve. Exceptional senior living here, there, and everywhere you want to be.
Wolfpack wins in overtime. Nothing feels as good as a win, but a few things are more important. I'm Larry Barber, President and CEO of North State Bank. We believe everyone should be treated with dignity and respect, on and off the field or the court, in life and in business. Get better together and win together.
If that sounds like the bank for you, visit northstatebank.com. North State Bank, the best call you'll ever make. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Proud supporters of the Wolfpack.
Closing in on tip-off for NC State and Texas Tech in round one of the NCAA South Regional in Pittsburgh. Let's get the Coca-Cola preview of this game from the head coach of the Wolfpack, Kevin Keatts. They say Coke Zero Sugar is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. Kevin, Texas Tech won 4 of its last 5 games. The only team to beat the Red Raiders in that stretch was top-ranked Houston. What do you see when you watch Texas Tech on tape?
Well, I think we got another hot team who can really shoot the basketball, who's very, very physical. It's a very physical basketball team who can score inside out. You know, they remind me defensively, style-wise, is a Clemson where you got to, drive and kick, and they don't give you paint touches. They'll do a good job with that. But it's a good basketball team. They got bigs, they got shooters, they got guys who can make plays, and you don't accidentally win 4 out of 5, and the only one that they lost was towards the end against a heck of a Houston team.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I was looking at the stats and then watching some tape. Texas Tech takes a lot of threes. 41% of their shots come from three-point range. They got 3 players who shoot 40% or better from the arc. This is not a team that lives and dies by the three-point ball, but how important is it to guard that three-point line tonight?
Well, you got to guard it. And, when you see 41%, it's scary. Because they do shoot it from basically 4 different positions, and 2 of those guys are lights out, shooting a heck of percentage. And so, one of those things we've got to do a good job of defending the three-point line. We have to do a good job pressing the basketball. We got to get deflections. We've got to be really, really solid defensively.
And try to play out in front of their defense. How important is that?
Well, getting transition baskets is going to be huge for us. But we got to do a good job blocking out because they send 3 guys to the glass, so they're a very good rebounding team, and they'll get offensive plays and everything else. And so we just gotta keep on rolling, and our guys got to be focused and finish possession so we can get out and get some baskets in transition.
It appears that 6'2" sophomore guard Pop Isaacs has to shoot well. He's got to play well and score well for Texas Tech to win. How do you see that?
Pop's playing well, and he's one of those guys who's got a real short-term memory. He could miss 4 or 5 shots and then come down and take a 30-footer and knock it down and think that he's having a great game. So he got a little wiggle with his game. He's a really good guard, and we got to do a good job. He is one of the major keys to their team.
It appears that points in the paint are sometimes hard for Texas Tech to come by. Other than Joe Toussaint, who's a 6-foot really quick guard who gets into the paint, is Texas Tech probably not going to hurt the Wolfpack as much driving the basketball?
Well, they get in the paint, and they're probably going to get their 7-footer back tonight. I would be surprised if he didn't play. And that changes them. And, that's what's made preparation a little difficult because we've had to prepare for and without him. But, Joe does a good job. He gets in the paint. He drives. He knows how to score the basketball. They've played against some really good teams lately that their numbers look like they don't score as much inside, but they're really good. They can play inside out.
Well, let me ask you this. If 7-foot Warren Washington can't go, do you see a big advantage in getting the ball inside of DJ Burns in this game?
Well, we're going to get the ball inside of DJ Burns no matter who plays, just so you know that. But it'll help us more if they're a little bit smaller in there.
Where else do you think the Wolfpack might be able to hurt Texas Tech tonight?
Well, I just think we have to do a good job of, utilizing driving the ball, getting to the free throw line, playing inside out, getting in transition. That's NC State basketball. When we're playing that way, we're a really good, tough team to beat. Ball and player moving. When that ball moves and it doesn't stick, you think back to some of those games in the ACC tournament, man, we just found the right guy and we made the right play over and over, and, hopefully we can do the same thing tonight.
What do you feel best about going into this game?
Well, you got to feel good about the way your guys are playing. Confidence is at a high level. You don't accidentally win 5 games when you go through, Louisville, Syracuse, Duke, Virginia, and Carolina in the championship game. So you got to love our guys' confidence and our swagger. I know you because you've been asking me questions for 7 years. What are you concerned about? Concerned that we did play a lot of games last week. That's my concern, and I was concerned during that stretch, and I'm a little concerned about it now.
Is the late start tonight okay with you?
I'm completely happy with the late start. I wanted a Friday game, so if you're going to give me a Thursday, give me the last one you can give me.
Kevin, we're out of time. Thanks for the visit, and all the best tonight against Texas Tech here in the NCAA tournament.
Thanks. Go Pack.
That's the head coach of the Wolfpack, Kevin Keatts, and that's the Coca-Cola preview. This is NC State basketball in the NCAA tournament from Learfield.
We're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
From the mountains to the coast, 2.5 million North Carolinians are members of an electric cooperative. As a co-op member, you're part of exciting efforts to power a brighter future in Wolfpack Nation. From innovative energy projects that make the grid more resilient and sustainable to initiatives that strengthen local communities and services that make managing your energy use easier, electric cooperatives are here for you. Learn more at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Wolfpack fans, did you know CPI Security is your best defense for protecting your home and family? Enjoy the peace of mind that only comes with bringing your security and smart home needs under one roof, easily controlling everything from the InTouch app. Plus, rest easy knowing their 24/7 monitoring has your back, getting you the help you need fast during emergencies. When every second counts, count on CPI. Make CPI Security a part of your game plan. Visit mycpi.com/wolfpack for your special team offer.
We know there's only one team you want to watch, and Bally Sports is the place to get your Wolfpack. Join Bally Sports every week as we dive into the heart of the action with exclusive interviews with coaches and players across NC State athletics. Relive every incredible highlight and get in-depth breakdowns from each game. Watch NC State, One with Wolfpack, on Bally Sports South every Monday at 3:30 and stream it on the Bally Sports app. Bally Sports, home of the only team you want to watch.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, official healthcare provider of NC State Athletics.
Some people like A and others like B. At BMW, we prefer X. Like the dynamic X3, meant for ultimate exploration. The X5, built to conquer even the most difficult paths. Or the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, the X7. And since every X-Range vehicle is packed with performance and versatility, you'll always get the best of X. The BMW X-Range. Your next X-Venture starts here.
Take advantage of exceptional offers on the BMW X3 and X5. Visit TriangleBMWDealers.com today.
With Tony Haynes, Gary Hahn back at PPG Paints Arena in downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where we are about 26 minutes away from tip-off between Texas Tech and NC State. The game just concluding. Prior to this one, Oakland has upset Kentucky, a 3 seed, 80-76. Oakland knocked in 15 three-point shots to win this game, hung on at the end by taking care of the basketball and making just enough free throws to do the job. So Oakland will be the team that NC State would face if it beats Texas Tech tonight. NC State would advance to Saturday's second round of the NCAA South Regional at Pittsburgh to face Oakland of Michigan, the 14th seed. Tip-off time, of course, would be set by the NCAA and would be announced later. And if NC State is able to beat Texas Tech, we invite you to obviously check out gopack.com. Well, now let's get into our Carolina Ford keys of the game for this one.
Do we have time?
I think we've got plenty of time to talk about this, and probably a lot more.
That's right.
We're just glad that the Kentucky-Oakland game didn't go into overtime, or we'd have the longest pregame show in the history of Atlantic Coast Conference broadcasting.
I will say this. You know, Kentucky, wherever the Kentucky Wildcats travel, I've experienced this over the years in the NCAA tournament. Nobody travels like Kentucky fans. But I'm going to tell you what, that is an unhappy group of fans wearing the blue sitting, and they were taking up, I don't know, about half the arena. So I don't know how many fans we're going to be left with in this game, simply because I think the Kentucky fans are going to be hitting the streets in the aftermath of that massive upset.
Well, you mentioned the Kentucky fans taking up a lot of seats. Of course, they made a big roar when Kentucky would hit a basket, but then I think about everybody else in the arena was pulling for Oakland. And so when the Oakland team would hit a basket, it was just about as loud. Kind of interesting. The crowd, if they don't really have a dog in the fight, they'll always go to the underdog.
That's right.
And that's just the way it is. But Oakland, was 15 of 31 from the three-point line in that game. And Jack Golke was incredible. There were only 3 players that scored in double figures for Oakland, but he had 32 points in the game. He was 10 of 20 shooting. Every one of his shots was from beyond the three-point arc, except for 2 out of 3 made free throws. He had 2 rebounds with 32 points. Antonio Reeves for Kentucky had 27. Only 2 other players scored in double figures for Oakland. DQ Cole, a forward, 12 points and 8 rebounds. Trey Townsend, 17 points and 12 rebounds. We now are told that we're going to have a tip time of 10-12.
And you thought it was going to be 9:40.
Yeah, well, there you go. We got a lot to talk about, and we're going to
take calls.
We're going to do, yeah. Let's take our number 1-800-GO-PACK. No, we're going to keep on going here, but just to give you a little bit of a final wrap on Oakland and Kentucky. Kentucky had 4 players in double figure scoring. Reeves with 27, Justin Edwards with 10, Trey Mitchell with a double-double, 14 points, 13 rebounds. Rob Dillingham had 10 points, but only 2 of 9 shooting to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. So Oakland, a team that defends pretty well. They play both man and zone against Kentucky, and for the most part, were able to keep them out of the lane. And from what I was reading about Oakland and trying to do some homework before we came to Pittsburgh, they are well known for their dribble drive defense, and they defended, and Kentucky only scored 76 points in this game. Now, Kentucky came in as one of the highest scoring teams in all of college basketball. They were averaging 89 points a game, but they are held to 76 in this one. So this Oakland team is for real, Tony. There's no doubt about it.
And I want to give you credit because yesterday I was being interviewed by one of the writers who's actually doing a story on you, as there are a lot of stories being churned out about you, and rightfully so, well-deserved. And one of the things I talked about with him, I said, Gary is always overly prepared. And I think I prepare, but I always feel that I have underprepared just compared to you. And what I mean by that is you already started doing score sheets for Oakland on Saturday. Now, nobody else would have started doing an Oakland score sheet. They would have just assumed that Kentucky was going to breeze past Oakland and you wouldn't have to do the Oakland score sheet. But because of your legendary preparation, you're ready for Oakland now in case NC State wins tonight.
Well, you never know where you're going to be in a metro area where there's a print shop around, and if you can't get to a print shop or you got to go 2 miles or walk 2 miles to it, you don't want to have to do that. So I did all that at home. And
it's been cold here.
Yeah, and I did all that at home before I came here, just in case, because
there you go.
14s have beaten 3s before, and it happened again tonight with Kentucky being upset by Oakland, University of Michigan, 80-76. Oakland won this game shooting 41% from the field, but 48% from long range, 15 out of 31. They made 13 out of 23 free throws, so they left a lot of points at the free throw line. 56% there. Kentucky was held at 42% shooting, 26-61. They didn't shoot all that badly from three-point range, a little below average, 9 out of 28, and they were 15 out of 20 from the foul line. And Oakland, Kentucky, we saw their size, Tony. Kentucky has 3 bigs that are absolutely huge. They're skyscrapers, but Oakland out-rebounded Kentucky 40-39 and won the offensive glass 14-11. Now, some of those were long rebounds off of missed threes because Oakland hoisted up 31 three-point shots. But still, that's pretty impressive.
Impressive to me that Oakland played a lot of zone in this game, but for the most part, they kept Kentucky off the offensive glass. Kentucky's a good offensive rebounding team. They had a size advantage in this matchup. And normally, if you play a lot of zone, it's a little bit harder to keep a team like Kentucky off the offensive glass. But Kentucky did not crush Oakland on the offensive board. So when you're playing zone and you're still able to get blockouts like that, pretty impressive game planning by Oakland. And then, you have one guy, Jack Golke, go out and make 10 threes. That ties an NCAA tournament record with 4 other players. When I saw that 4 other players had made as many as 10 threes in NCAA tournament games, I was shocked that there were actually that many, because you don't even see that during the regular season.
No.
When a guy goes out and makes 10 threes every now and then, but very rarely.
Yeah, I mean, there are teams that make 15 threes during a game, and sometimes, you get to 10. Most of the time, if you can get to 10 threes, you got a pretty good chance to win. Well, Jack Golke did that. He did that on his own, 10 out of 20, and every one of his shots was from long range. Now, he forced up some bad ones, but he hit a lot of them. He hit 10 of them.
And he made 7 in the first half.
Yeah, he had 21 points in the first half. You're absolutely right. Another impressive thing, Oakland only turned the ball over against Kentucky 7 times. They had 5 steals. Kentucky turned it over 11 times and had only 2 steals. So points off turnovers +7 for Oakland. And bench points was another head scratcher. Kentucky's got all this 5-star talent. There are guys on the Kentucky bench that could probably start for a lot of other teams, but Oakland's bench outscores Kentucky's 40-21.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. So if NC State can win tonight, they would take on Oakland on Saturday afternoon. Well, might be Saturday night, might be Saturday afternoon. NCAA will set the tip time. That'll be announced later. But first things first, the Pack has to get past the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So let's get into our Carolina Ford keys to the game. Boldness, strength, spirit of adventure. What are we talking about? The Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. Because that's what legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer, proud sponsor of NC State Athletics. Tony, I think the first thing you got to do, we talked about the 3-point shooting that Oakland used against Kentucky tonight. Well, this Red Raider team averages 9 made threes a game. 41% of their shots come from beyond the arc. They've got 3 players shooting 40% or more from the arc. Their leading scorer, who's taken the most threes, shoots 30%, Pop Isaacs, but he's got more 3-point field goals than anybody else on the team. So, to me, the number one goal in this game is make the Red Raiders take very tough 3-point shots and really do a good job guarding that 3-point line.
Joe Toussaint, who's their other guard, not a big guy, 6 feet, 190 pounds, but a savvy guy. He's a senior. He had stops at West Virginia and Iowa. He does a great job at getting the ball in the paint. And at that point, they start looking to spray the ball out to their shooters, particularly to Pop Isaacs. So you got to be with him on the catch. Now, he will take a shot, a lot of contested threes, and when he's rolling, he'll make some of them. You just got to hold your breath. He's not shooting at a big rim here tonight, but they do a good job getting threes off of 2 things. First, penetration, and then collapsing, getting the defense to collapse and help, and then kicking out. They also do a tremendous job on the offensive glass, although they're not a huge team, even without Warren Washington, the 7-footer. They're very aggressive going to the offensive glass, and when they get offensive rebounds, a lot of times instead of trying to go right back and follow at the rim, they're looking to spray the ball back out before you can reset your defense. So they get some threes off of offensive rebounding. So I think tonight for NC State, doing a good job blocking out, because these guys will send 3 to the offensive boards. Now, the flip side of that is if you do get the rebound, there are going to be some run-out opportunities with them sending extra guys to the glass. But I think defensive rebounding tonight is going to be a very big stat for NC State. I thought the Pack, it kind of went under the radar last week in that amazing run to the ACC Championship. But I thought the Pack rebounded great. I don't know what the overall numbers were, but I know Mo Diarra set a league record with 60 total rebounds in the 5 games. And Diarra did a lot of the dirty work. But as a team, I think NC State did a nice job on the boards. A couple of those games, the Wolfpack won second chance points. And I think that's going to be big tonight. Now, I'm looking out here on the floor for Texas Tech. I see Darian Williams. He's warming up. He said that he would play, and he sprained his ankle last week against BYU. He looks pretty good. The big guy, Warren Washington, he was out here earlier as well. So it remains to be seen if he's going to play, because he's missed 9 consecutive games. And again, he's essentially their only big. He's a 7-footer. from there, it's a drop-off. And when he wasn't playing for 9 games, you had Robert Jennings at 6'7", essentially playing the 5. So they're a vastly undersized team without Washington. But, hey, don't sleep on them because they like going after offensive rebounds. And sometimes offensive rebounding is not size. It's about effort. It's about angles. It's about quickness to the ball. And they are a quick team, and that's one of the reasons they get to some offensive rebounds. And I think defensive rebounding, to me, tonight might be the number one key for NC State.
Yeah, Pack's got to hold them to one shot, no doubt about that. And I think they've got to limit Pop Isaacs. Isaacs is a 6'2 sophomore. He's their leading scorer at almost 16 a game. Very confident player, and he could miss 5 shots in a row, and he wouldn't even remember them. I mean, that's how confident this guy is. He was third team All Big 12. He's just a guy that does a lot of things. He's their number 2 distributor. He's the number 2 steals guy. And if he doesn't play well, Texas Tech struggles. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know how NC State's going to do it, but they're going to have to find a way to limit Pop Isaacs.
Yeah, he takes a lot of shots, and he takes tough shots. And I think that Coach McCaslin feels like, well, we need him to score. So he's one of the guys that's got the bright green light shining all the time, even when he's guarded closely, because he's shown us he can make a lot of challenge shots. But he's also a little bit like DJ Horn. You know, while he's a great three-point shooter, he's also got a terrific mid-range game. He scores on those little floaters like DJ Horn. He's explosive off the bounce. And, NC State's going to have to do a good job on him tonight, at least be there on the catch. He's going to make some tough shots. He did that against BYU last week. You just got to get used to that. But you got to keep him in the neighborhood. If he goes out and he makes 2 or 3 threes, then, that's all right. But he's also one of those guys that's capable of going out and hit 6, 7, or 8 in a game, and then you're in trouble.
Another keys to the game, I think, for NC State is to out-tough them and match their physicality, match their toughness, because that's the bottom line issue for this program for Coach Grant McCaslin. He wants his team to out-tough everybody they play, and so they're going to come out with some swagger. They're going to come out with some physical toughness, and NC State can't be knocked back about that. They're going to have to match it.
Yeah, and I think NC State also, you got to be very strong with the ball. You know, the Wolfpack has been elite this year when it comes to taking care of the basketball. And in fact, NC State this season has the fewest turnovers of any NC State team in school history. And they average less than 10 turnovers per game. And this is a team, and Coach Keatts characterized them very well. He's talking about Clemson. They do a good job of sitting in their gaps. And so when you put the ball down on the floor and you're going to get in the paint, you're going to encounter a crowd. They're going to be digging in. They're going to be looking to knock the ball away and create some turnovers and some open floor opportunities. You got to be strong with the ball. You also, when you get in the paint, you got to think about going up off of 2 feet. If you start drifting, you go in off of 1 foot. They're pretty good at sliding over and cutting you off at the pass, drawing charges, although it's much harder to get a charge call in this day and age with the rules changes in college basketball. Actually, I kind of like that. But you got to be leery of that, because you put the ball down against these guys, you're going to encounter a crowd. So 2-foot jump stop, look opposite for a three-point shooter. You make some good looks. Fortunately, NC State in the ACC has played a few teams like that on a regular basis, namely Clemson and Virginia. So I think the Pack is really accustomed to playing that style of a defense. And we go back to scouting reports, what we were talking about earlier in the pregame show. It's different when you're playing one of these teams that you've never faced before, but you can draw on stylistically. All right, who do they remind you of? And I think defensively, probably a little bit Virginia, a little bit Clemson. And so the Pack has obviously played against those teams a total of 4 times, 3 times against Virginia, once against Clemson. So at least having gone over that scout, and Kevin Keatts did it yesterday during the shoot-around, he drew the Clemson comparison. And he said, think about Clemson and some of the things we went over offensively when we got set. We were preparing to play those guys.
I'm just watching Texas Tech warm up right now. And 7-foot, 230-pound senior transfer Warren Washington, who transferred in from Arizona State. who has been out with a foot injury since February 24th, is out there warming up. He's jumping, he's dunking, he's moving, and he looks like he's, to me, probably 100% and should play in this game. He started the first 24 games of the year for Texas Tech, and he averages almost 10 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, 1.5 blocks. He's their number 1 shot blocker. He's their number 2 rebounder. And it'll be interesting to see if he's not going to start. At least that's what we've been informed of. But he's probably going to play. And if he does, how will Texas Tech try to deal with DJ Burns? Will they try to double him, or will they just let Washington play in the post against him? Robert Jennings will be the first man to guard him, because that's the way that we've been told Texas Tech is going to start. Now, Jennings has some bulk to him. He's 6'7", 230 pounds, but Burns is 6'9", and they list him at 275, but I think he's bigger than that. So that'll be very interesting, Tony, to see how the Red Raiders try to handle DJ Burns, who you got to pick your poison. I mean, if you double him, he's an elite passer. If you don't, he just backs you down, turns you every which way but loose. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is NC State basketball in the NCAA tournament from Learfield.
Yeah, Gary, going back to what you were talking about, Warren Washington, if he does play, it's going to be an interesting dynamic, because I think that Texas Tech had gotten used to playing without him, and in the minds of some of the analysts who were calling Texas Tech games late in the season, they kind of felt like that the Red Raiders were actually tougher to play against without Washington when they were going small. Because they didn't have any issues with rebounding. A lot of times when you play small, the big thing you worry about most is rebounding and then defending in the post. Well, the way they compensated for that when Washington was available, they were doubling the post some if they felt like they needed to, and they do have some really good big guys in the Big 12, and on occasion they would double down to the post. They usually double with the guard, not post to post. Like we see some of the ACC teams, Virginia in particular, they'll double post to post. Well, they'll bring their 4-man over to double in the post. Texas Tech generally does it with their guard. So they had gotten used to playing without Washington. And in many respects, I think for NC State and for DJ Burns, it's better if Washington plays. First, because I know Washington's a 7-footer, but DJ Burns has shown us he can score on anybody. He scores on big guys. Like the other night, he was scoring on Armando Bacot, who's a pretty good shot blocker in his own right. What often baffles NC State and the coaches is the matchup of, okay, the other team has a 7-footer or a 6'7", 6'8" guy who's a pick and pop player, and he can do some damage on the perimeter. Those are the dilemma matchups with DJ Burns. Warren Washington's not that guy.
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
He's not going to pick and pop you. He's not going to catch it in the perimeter and try to drive it. He's not going to shoot threes. He's a true post player. So those matchups aren't as difficult for DJ Burns. Granted, now they will run pick and roll and run ball screens at DJ Burns, and he struggles with that a little bit. But again, like last week against Duke, NC State had to make a decision. All right, Kyle Filipowski's playing the 5. He's a 7-footer, but he's a pick and pop 5. He can screen and step back and shoot threes. He can handle the ball in the perimeter. So you didn't want DJ Burns on him. Well, they put him on Mark Mitchell, and they just said, sag off of him, and if he wants to shoot the 3, so be it. Let him shoot the 3, but don't go out there and try to guard him on the perimeter, because you'll get yourself in foul trouble. See, Washington is not that guy. Washington will be a back-to-the-basket offensive player. He doesn't do damage away from the bucket. So in some respects, on the defensive matchup side, I think that kind of helps NC State.
Well, we'll see. One thing we know, Pack's going to have to guard the three-point line, because Chance McMillan, who comes off the bench as a 40% three-point shooter, he plays a lot. This is his 3rd NCAA tournament. You've got Darion Williams, who did not play against Houston because of the ankle sprain suffered against BYU in the Big 12 tournament. But this guy averages 11.5 points a game and is a 47% three-point shooter. And then you've got a former North Carolina player, Kerwin Walton, out of Hopkins, Minnesota, is a 6'5 senior. He shoots 47% from beyond the arc, and he led the Big 12 in three-point percentage this season. He's a career 42% three-point shooter. So, and then Pop Isaacs, he's popping it from all over the place, and he doesn't care where he's shooting it from. So, looking at that is pretty concerning to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, they go surround you with good three-point shooters. We saw Kerwin Walton in North Carolina. He'd come off the bench, and that's all he did. Shoots threes, but he is a good three-point shooter. You got to be there with him. 71% of his shots are threes. Chance McMillan, 64% of his shots are threes. You look at Pop Isaac, their leading scorer, 51% of his shots are threes. And you also, Darren Williams, who's a 6'6" forward, really starts at the power forward position. He's a 46% three-point shooter, so he can hurt you inside and out. So, yeah, they're going to surround you with numerous guys that can make the three-point shot. And, it's like Kevin Keatts likes to say, guard your yard. Guard your man with the ball, keep him out of the paint, and it makes it a little bit more difficult for them to drive and kick out for threes, which they're really good at.
Hard to believe, but we have come to the end of our extended Wolfpack tip-off show here at the NCAA Tournament South Regional at Pittsburgh. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip. It's NC State and Texas Tech. This is Wolfpack basketball from Learfield.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
For the fourth year in a row, North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was ranked the best insurance company in the nation by Auto Body Pros. With quick payments on top quality parts, our experienced claims team is in your corner every step of the way to put your repairs in the rear view. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
More from Pittsburgh after these local messages on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist its customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This season, Harris Teeter has partnered with NC State, Duke, UNC, and Wake Forest to present the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky fan is chosen to win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Harris Teeter will also donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to each school's local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Big Four Grocery Assist page to enter today.
Buying a home in the Triangle is a unique buying experience. You deserve someone who's an expert, someone who's experienced, and someone who will help you find the perfect home. You deserve the Jim Allen Group Advantage. The Jim Allen Group is a nationally recognized and award-winning real estate team in Raleigh, North Carolina, built on one simple truth. Our customers are our number one priority. Establish your home court advantage with the team at the Jim Allen Group, Coldwell Banker, Howard Perry, and Walston, who are ready to help you buy, sell, or build your next dream home. Learn more at jimallen.com.
The pack
throws it to Burns, left of the lane. Burns driving against Jack. Pump fakes, goes to the basket, scores!
is back.
They break it with Taylor, left wing to a wide open Horn, shoots for three, bullseye. Long down the floor to the streaking Taylor, fast break layup under pressure, rolls in. Burns against post, he's going to drive him, stops, pops, hits. Little 8-footer from left of the lane for DJ Burns. Casey Porcel down low to Parker, jams it to foul. Off a Burns screen, he curls to the foul line, right wing to Taylor open, pulls the trigger for three, bullseye for the right side for Jaden Taylor.
You're listening to NC State Basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield. Today's exclusive pregame coverage begins with the Wolfpack Tip-Off Show. The Wolfpack Tip-Off Show is brought to you by Harris Teeter, where Wolfpack fans shop for groceries. Your Carolina Ford dealers. See your Carolina Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of NC State Athletics. North Carolina's electric cooperatives, powering a brighter future for the people and communities we serve. UNC Health, the official healthcare provider of NC State Athletics. And by Coca-Cola. They say Coke Zero Sugar is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. Now, to get you ready for today's game, let's head live to PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh.
Welcome to the West Regional. No, wait a minute. It's the South Regional.
That's it.
It's a West Regional game time.
And we're in the North.
Originally scheduled for 9:40, and then we're going to start at 10:12. But we're finally going to start this one. NC State, Texas Tech in the NCAA tournament first round, and the winner gets upset-minded Oakland on Saturday. Here to bring it to you, the voice of the Wolfpack, Gary Hine.
Thank you, Tony. In case you missed it, Oakland upset Kentucky earlier tonight here in Pittsburgh, 80-76. The head coach of the Texas Tech Red Raiders is in his first year, Grant McCaslin. He's done a great job coming from North Texas. The Red Raiders are 23-10 overall. They finished 4th in the Big 12 during the regular season. Beat BYU in the conference tournament before falling to number 1 ranked Houston in the semifinals, 82-59. Here's his lineup. It'll be basically 4 guards around 1 forward. So let's run down the guards for you. The point guard will be Joe Toussaint from the Bronx, New York, a West Virginia transfer who also played 3 years at Iowa. 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, senior transfer, 12.1 points, 2.6 rebounds, a team leading 4.3 assists, a team leading 1.4 steals. The second guard is Darion Williams, a Nevada transfer. He's a sophomore from Sacramento, California, 6'6", 225. He's a tough customer. 11.4 points a game, a team leading 7.5 rebounds, almost 2.5 assists, 1.2 steals. This guy is a deadly three-point shooter at 47%. He was voted 3rd team All Big 12 and All Big 12 rookie team. The third guard is Pop Isaacs from Las Vegas, Nevada, 6'2", 180-pound sophomore. The Pop is the leading scorer for Texas Tech at 15.9 points, 3.2 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1 steal. 3rd team All Big 12. Very confident, leads the team in three-point makes and attempts. And is a guy that NC State's really going to have to limit tonight. The fourth guard is Kerwin Walton, a former North Carolina player from Hopkins, Minnesota, 6'5", 210, a senior, 8.4 points, shoots 47% from beyond the arc. He's started 25 straight games for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 7th year. The Pack comes in 22-14 overall, the Atlantic Coast Conference champions, winning 5 games in 5 days last week in Washington, D.C. Here's Coach Keatts' lineup. The point guard, Michael O'Connell out of Mineola, New York, 6'2", 195. Played 3 years at Stanford, 5.7 points, 3.3 rebounds, 3 assists, shoots 35% from beyond the arc. DJ Horn is the second guard of 3, 6'2", graduate transfer from Arizona State, 16.9 points to lead the Pack, a 41% three-point shooter for this 3rd team All-ACC selection. Casey Morsell will be starting his 84th straight game in a Wolfpack uniform, 6'3", 200, graduate student. Casey Morsell averaging 11.5 points a game, 2.8 rebounds, almost 2 assists, and 1 steal. He is probably the glue guy for NC State's solid defender. Muhammad Diarra is one of the 2 forwards, 6'10", junior transfer from Missouri, 6 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, 1 block. During the ACC tournament, averaged almost a double-double, 9.2 points, 12 rebounds, 2.2 assists, almost 2 steals, and 2.2 blocks. He is NC State's most improved player by far. And DJ Burns is inside with him. Out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, 6'9", 275, graduate student, 12.4 points, 4 rebounds, 2.8 assists. During the ACC tournament, Burns averaged 15.2 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.4 assists, and shot almost 60% from the field. Both teams coming out and lining up around the center circle. Tony Chiazza, Darren George, Lucas Nelson are the officials. Here's the toss of the tip as Diarra jumps it up against Robert Jennings, and the Pack will get the first possession, shooting at the goal to our right. Here's O'Connell, guarded by Pop Isaacs. Behind the arc, right wing to Morcell, right of the lane to Burns. Burns against Jennings, backs him down, sends it to Morcell, repost to Burns. Burns cuts into the lane, mid lane, hooks it up with the left hand. Off, no good. Tip is taken by Pop Isaacs, and here comes Texas Tech. Isaacs down the floor from right to left. In front of us to Williams. Darion Williams, guarded by Mo Diarra. Now to Jennings, back to Williams. Straight on jumper for two is no good, and Burns rebounds for NC State. Up the floor to DJ Horn. Horn into the front court, steps back, fires a three, misses, and Toussaint, the smallest player on the floor at 6 feet tall, has got the rebound. He's coming the other way quickly. Toussaint to the line, down the lane, stops, turnaround jumper, left of the lane, got it. Toussaint with the first 2 points of the game. It's 2-0. Texas Tech. Pack coming the other way. Trying to tie or take the lead early. Here's Horn behind the arc, right wing to Burns, right of the lane. Burns starts to back in against Jennings. He spins past him. The basket, reverse layup won't go. Loose. Jennings comes up with a loose ball. Headman pass to Toussaint. Toussaint up the floor. Guarded by Horn. Gets all the way to the baseline. Now shovels it outside to Pop Isaacs. Drives in from the left side. Shoots a floater. Got it.
Now that's that floater game we talked about. Comparable to DJ Horn. Got that ball up off 1 foot. Just kind of floated over the outstretched arms of the larger DJ Burns.
Pack has the basketball with Casey Morcell to the high post to Burns. Right wing to O'Connell. Shoots for three. Too long. And on the missed shot and the rebound, we've got a foul. And it's going to go, I think, against Texas Tech and Kerwin Walton. We'll have to double check that. But that'll be the first foul of the game. And the Pack will inbound baseline left with O'Connell. Gets it to Burns. Burns left of the lane. Backs in against Jennings. Backs him down. He spins to his left. Underneath. Knocks him over. Blocking foul on Jennings. And Jennings just got run over by a freight train named DJ Burns. Burns will go to the line for, I believe they're going to give him 2 shots, or they're just going to call that common foul. They said foul on the floor, no shots. Shot clock will reset. We played almost 2 minutes of the first half, and it's 4-0 Texas Tech.
Yeah, going to Burns often and early. That's what we've seen NC State do customarily, force the defense and make a decision on how they're going to guard him. So far, they're defending one-on-one.
O'Connell inbounds to Burns, left of the lane. He throws his shoulder into Jennings, knocks him down. Offensive foul, DJ Burns. That's the Pack's first foul of the game.
Well, it's interesting now because Jennings flopped the first time, it was called a block. He flopped the second time, it was called a charge. And again, these are officials who are not accustomed to officiating DJ Burns. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Texas Tech employing the strategy that Clemson used the first time around last year by flopping.
Toussaint with the basketball in the front court as the Red Raiders broke some NC State backcourt pressure. Now Isaacs gets it deep right. Isaacs driving to the foul line at Jennings. Stripped, stolen away. Casey Morcell comes up with a loose ball on a deflection. Here's Casey into the front court for NC State off a Burns screen. Drives to his left, out to O'Connell at the point. Left wing to Horn. Horn against Pop Isaacs. He gets a screen from O'Connell, moves out toward the midcourt area. Toussaint picks him up, 14 to shoot. Left wing to O'Connell, 11 to shoot. O'Connell, deep left wing. O'Connell driving to the elbow. Now to Burns. Burns in the mid lane area. Turns, fires. He misses off to the right. Diarra on the putback. Got it. And a foul.
And it just using his size right there, reaching right across the top of Williams, who's at 6'6". Williams got to the inside of Diarra, but Diarra at 6'10", with those long arms, was able to go straight up without making contact from behind and grabbing that rebound, and then following it up for an and one opportunity. And Mo just continues to rebound at a very high level.
Fouls on Walton. That's his second, team second. Diarra studies for an and one free throw. Middlebrooks checks in for DJ Burns. Free throw goes down for Diarra. The old-fashioned three-point play, and the Pack pulls to within one. Texas Tech has a 4-3 lead. 17-11 left to go first half. Williams has it behind the arc left wing off a screen by McMillan, who's just checked in. Drives left baseline, shot up, blocked away by Diarra, out of bounds. It'll belong to Texas Tech with 17 on the shot clock. We played almost 3 minutes of the first half, and Texas Tech with a 1-point lead, 4-3. Williams will trigger it in. Darion Williams, 6'6", 225 pounds, gets it to Tucson, top of the key. Tucson, right wing to Pop Isaacs. Morcell is on him. Back to Tucson. He'll fire for three, left of the key. No good. Well, McMillan gets the deep rebound. He'll send it out to Pop Isaacs. Now in the corner to an open Williams. Williams driving to Tucson. Straight on three on the way. Good.
Coming after an offensive rebound when DJ Horn did not block out his man, McMillan, who went right to the front of the rim freely without a body preventing him from going to get that offensive glass.
7-3, Texas Tech leads. NC State ball, 16.5 to go. Here's Horn driving left baseline underneath the Middlebrooks layup. Good. What a nice pass by DJ Horn. Middlebrooks with his first basket, and it's 7-5. Pack trailing by 2. Texas Tech basketball as Tucson, who's lightning quick. This guy can stop on a dime. Gives it up left wing to Williams. Drives toward the left baseline. DR picks him up now to Pop Isaacs, and Morcell is on him. Whips it in the corner to McMillan. Shot in the air for three, no good. Rebound pulled down by O'Connell, and he's running. O'Connell long down the floor to Morcell, but Texas Tech sprints back. Here's Morcell driving right baseline. Backs out, splits a double team. He pump fakes, puts it up, hit the underside of the board. He was racked by Williams. Williams just clocked him. And the foul on Darion Williams will be his first, team's third. And it'll be Casey Morcell going to the free throw line for NC State when we come out of the under 16 media timeout. 15:52 to go first half here in Pittsburgh in the NCAA South Regional. Your score, Texas Tech 7, NC State 5. This is Wolfpack basketball from Learfield.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its head-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, the official health insurance partner of NC State Athletics, believes an inclusive community is a healthy community. Here for the Wolfpack, here for all. I'm Tony H. with Gary Hahn. We're in Pittsburgh. NC State and Texas Tech get to the first media timeout with the Red Raiders up 7-5. The winner will get Oakland on Saturday. Yes, I did say Oakland. Oakland upset Kentucky. And our first game of the evening session here, winning 80-76. DJ Burns got some decent looks early, missed them, picked up a foul on an offensive foul. Kevin Keatts got him out of there. And it's really nice, Gary, when you got a couple other bigs you know can produce now offensively. Middlebrooks and Diarra have been productive on the offensive end here during the postseason, going back to the ACC tournament last week. And, you know, most of the year they were better defenders and rebounders, but they weren't nearly as productive offensively. I don't think either of them is going to go out and put up DJ Burns' numbers most of the night. But now you have a little more confidence if you're Kevin Keatts. You can turn to Middlebrooks at that 5 position and give DJ Burns a blow. And we see Texas Tech from the Big 12, and their coach, Grant McCaslin, has told his bigs, more specifically Robert Jennings at 6'7", if he starts backing you in, trying to push you around, go down, take the flop, see how this officiating crew is going to call it. Most of the ACC bigs, other than Clemson last year, chose not to do that because they figured with ACC officiating crews, they decided they weren't going to get the call. Well, DJ Burns did get one of those called on him. He has one foul. He's sitting on the bench right now. He's going to have to adjust.
Pack started this game missing its first 5 shots. Now it's 2 of 7. 3 of 7 for Texas Tech. DJ Burns missed his first 3 shots. So he's off to a little bit of a rocky start. Morcell at the line, fouled before the timeout, and the NC State senior misses the first free throw, which is a little bit odd because at the ACC tournament he was 20 out of 21. Had 25 points against Louisville in the ACC tournament opener. He loosens up, and he shoots the second free throw, swish. So Morcell gets 1 out of 2. And it's 7-6. Pack pulls to within 1. Little backcourt pressure now. Here's Isaacs. He'll throw it ahead to Williams. Williams against Diarra. He'll put on the brakes and send it out to Toussaint at the point with 20 to shoot. Toussaint off a screen by Warren Williams, the 7-footer who's in now for Texas Tech. Gives it to Isaacs behind the arc left wing. Rises, forces up a 3. Off the back iron, no. Fight for the rebound. It's tipped outside. Horn's got it for NC State. Here's Horn up the floor from left to right. Horn to the line, to the lane, to the hole. Misses. And the rebound pulled down by Williams. Midcourt pass to Isaac. Isaacs to the line. All the way to the basket. Shoots a runner. Missed it. And Middlebrooks or Diarra will be whistled for the foul. And it will be Ben Middlebrooks picking up the second team foul for NC State. First on Middlebrooks. And this will be Pop Isaacs going to the line. Isaacs an 84% free throw shooter. He's had some big games. Had 32 points at BYU during the regular season. And they don't call him Pop for nothing. They call him Pop, I think, because he shoots a lot. He pops it a lot. Yes, Morcell out and Jaden Taylor in now for NC State.
Takes a bunch of shots, but has a lot of big games. As I said, he's got the bright green light when it comes to taking shots. Almost as bright as those green shoes he's wearing tonight.
He makes 2 free throws, and Texas Tech leads 9-6. 15-16 to go first half here in Pittsburgh. O'Connell across the timeline, moves to his left, throws it back middle of the floor to Horn. Straight on long, range 3, got it. That was almost NBA range for DJ Horn, and the Pack has tied the game at 9. A little bit of three-quarter court pressure by NC State just to slow the Raiders down. Pop Isaacs works it across the timeline, gives the 7-footer Washington back to Isaacs into the corner to Williams. Williams against Mo Diarra. He'll flip it out to Pop Isaacs straight away. Taylor's on him. Left wing to Toussaint, fires for 3. Short. Rebound pulled down by Diarra for NC State. Outlet pass to DJ Horn. Horn weaves his way up the floor all the way to the baseline. Sends it to O'Connell, now to Middlebrooks. And Middlebrooks will shovel it back to DJ Horn. Long 3 left wing. Got it.
McMillan made the mistake of going under on that dribble handoff. You got to try to follow Horn over the top. If you go under, he's going to get an open look on a three-pointer like he did there.
Texas Tech breaks the press with a long three-quarter court pass to Chance McMillan. McMillan will send it back outside to Joe Toussaint. The lightning quick point guard who played last year at West Virginia gives it up to McMillan, a great three-point shooter. Now to the high post in Washington. Back to McMillan, left of the lane. McMillan sends it to Toussaint, 5 to shoot to Williams. 3 ball on the way, short. Rebound pulled down by Horn. Outlet to O'Connell, and the Pack is pushing at every opportunity. But Texas Tech sprinting back. Here's O'Connell driving to the left elbow. Up for a fadeaway jump shot, missed it. Rebound tipped and controlled by Williams to Toussaint. Here comes Texas Tech running from right to left. Toussaint in underneath the Williams, jams it.
Yeah,
Washington, pardon me.
Yeah, he faked a little drag screen on the ball there, but then slipped to the basket. Great read by Toussaint, who finds Washington right at the front of the rim for a throwdown.
7-footer doesn't miss many dunks, and it's 12-11. NC State with the ball in the lead. Here's Diarra. He'll tee up a 3 for the right side. Off the back iron, no. Washington with a rebound for Texas Tech. To Isaacs, to Toussaint, left wing in front of us. Toussaint now to Isaacs, middle of the floor, drives on O'Connell. He shoots the runner. Off the back iron, no. O'Connell rebounds for NC State, and here comes the Pack from left to right. Isaacs fouls him in the backcourt. That was not a smart foul by Pop Isaacs. That was the 4th foul now on Texas Tech. Isaacs will check out. Kerwin Walton with 2 fouls comes back in for the Red Raiders. No change in the NC State lineup. Burns still on the bench. And Horn coming over now to talk with, he's going to come out. So Horn will come out. O'Connell and Morcell are the guards. Middlebrooks and Diarra up front, along with Taylor. Middlebrooks, middle of the floor. Takes it against Washington. Couple of big dribbles. Gives to Taylor. Tries to turn the corner. Around the left side. Slips, but maintains. Gives it to Diarra. Now right of the lane to Middlebrooks. Backs in against Washington. Turns. Jump hook up with the left hand. Rims in.
You said it with the left hand. One of the things Middlebrooks has shown us, and this is great for a big guy, if you can use both hands around the basket, definitely gives you an advantage.
14-11, Wolfpack with the lead. Texas Tech basketball. Here's Williams with it in front of us, left wing. Drives all the way to the baseline. Underneath to McMillan, layup good. McMillan got free from the right side, got right under the hole, got a nice pass, and it's 14-13. NC State leads by 1 with 12:14 to go. Wolfpack ball. Middlebrooks has it, top of the key. One dribble, hands off to Taylor. 19 to shoot. Taylor fakes left, goes right. Now away to Morcell behind the arc left wing. 12 to shoot. Now to O'Connell. O'Connell drives to the foul line. Right wing pass into the corner to Taylor. Taylor throws it on the wing, threw it away. Picked off by Toussaint. It's 3-on-2. Left wing to Toussaint. He'll shoot for 3. No good at transition. Ball back tapped out. Washington's got it, top of the key. Washington hands off to Kerwin Walton. Walton drives to the left elbow, up for the jump shot, missed it. Rebound is loose, and Middlebrooks takes it for NC State. Pack has a 1-point lead at 14-13 with 11:34 to go here in the first half in the NCAA South Regional in Pittsburgh. Middlebrooks, left wing, hands off to O'Connell, 16 to shoot. Now in the left-hand corner to Taylor. Taylor moves it out onto the wing after a deflection. Now to Middlebrooks at the foul line. He'll drive the lane, fires it up off the glass. Good, and a foul on Washington. First foul on Washington, 15 foul already on Texas Tech. And Middlebrooks will go to the line. Middlebrooks has come off the bench to go 3 for 3 shooting. He'll get an and 1 free throw when we come out of this timeout. 11:17 to go at PPG Paints Arena, downtown Pittsburgh. Your score, NC State 16, Texas Tech 13. This is NC State basketball in the NCAA tournament from Learfield.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, official healthcare provider of NC State Athletics.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
Visit TriangleBMWDealers.com today for exceptional offers on the BMW electrified fleet.
At Fiesel, when it comes to your roof, we don't mess around. We always start with an elite leak barrier, purpose-built cap nails, and the highest quality American-made shingles. It's the extra effort that allows us to provide homeowners with a lifetime warranty. The details matter. That's why you hire Fiesel. Fiesel, a proud supporter of NC State Athletics. Learn more and schedule your free roof inspection at FieselInc.com.
This broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. NC State and Texas Tech going at it here in the first half. 11:17 to go in the opening 20 minutes. The Pack is up 16-13, and before the timeout, Wolfpack big man Ben Middlebrooks made a nice move on Warren Washington, going right after Washington. Remember, the 7-footer for Texas Tech had missed 9 consecutive games with a foot injury, so you know his conditioning isn't great at this point. And we don't know about his mobility either when you're missing 9 games because of a foot injury. That is a tough injury for a big guy. And so Middlebrooks going right at him, scoring off the glass, drawing the contact, and Ben Middlebrooks picks up his second basket of this first half. He's got actually his third basket of the first half. He's 3 for 3 with 6 points, trying to add and 1 here on the free throw. Like the way he's continued to improve his offensive game. DJ Burns is going to come back out there now, and Gary, for one of the few times we're going to see Burns and Middlebrooks playing together. That doesn't happen very much, but Dennis Parker Jr. still not available. He would normally come in and sub in at the 4. Middlebrooks going to play the 4. Burns Jr. is going to be the 5 now. NC State 6 of 14 shooting, and Texas Tech 5 of 15 here in the first half.
And we'll see if the Pack can get DJ Burns going. He is 0 for 3 to start this game.
And let's see. It looks like Texas Tech going small again, gotten Washington out of there.
So here's Middlebrooks for the and 1 free throw out of the timeout. Got it. Middlebrooks' last 5 games, been 18 out of 21 for the line, so make it 19 out of 22. Pack pressing, and Toussaint's kind of a one-man press breaker. This guy is really lightning quick, but Taylor's all over him. Toussaint gives it up top of the key to Williams. Williams hands off to McMillan. McMillan guarded by Horn, shot clock at 15. Now to Williams, deep right, guarded by Middlebrooks. He'll rise, he'll fire a long bomb 3, got it from the right side. That's the first basket for Darion Williams, a 47% three-point shooter. Third team all Big 12.
And that's a tough matchup because he's a smallish 4-man who can do that. Come off screens and shoot threes.
Here's Horn driving left baseline. Cross-court skip pass to Morcell. He's got the bigger Williams on him. Now to Burns. Back to Morcell off of a Burns screen. Fires for 3, misses. And here's Middlebrooks on the follow. Back up, reverse layup won't go. He's hammered, down he goes. He got that on the right block. He got the rebound. Then went right underneath the basket. Tried to use the other side of the rim. Shot was blocked, and he was fouled hard on the play. That'll be the 6th team foul on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And I think that foul went on Williams, but I'm not sure. We'll have to double check.
Jennings.
All right, Jennings first foul. And the free throw.
Yep, it's good. Middlebrooks, one-man wrecking crew right now. Now, DR was at the scorer's table. He was going to come in for Middlebrooks, who was having a hard time guarding Williams, which you can understand because Williams is an undersized 4-man. Middlebrooks makes a second free throw, and now I think that DR will come and sub in for him. I mentioned that Middlebrooks and Burns playing together. That means Middlebrooks has to play the 4, but in this matchup, that's kind of tough for him because Williams is a very mobile power forward at 6'6", who can shoot threes.
For Texas Tech, Walton and Jennings sit down. Texas Tech basketball. Wolfpack leads by 3, 19-16 with 10:22 to go. Here's Isaacs left wing. Morcell is on him. Long right wing pass to Toussaint. Drives the lane, gets in traffic, stops, pops, hits.
Boy, that wasn't pretty. He stumbled, almost lost his footing, but then regained it and was able to go straight up, uncontested, to make that shot in the middle of the lane.
Pack leads 19-18, 10 minutes to go first half, and has the basketball against Texas Tech's man-to-man defense. Right wing pass goes to Morcell, right of the lane to Burns. Burns against Washington, backs him down. Washington banging on him, pushing him. No foul called. Burns into the middle of the lane, hooks it up with the left-handed, rims off, no good. And Washington rebounds for Texas Tech. Burns is 0 for 4. Now to Isaacs, long left wing pass to Williams. Shot on the lane and the air from the left corner, no good for 3. And the rebound pulled down by Horn. Horn for NC State, weaving his way up the floor. Left wing, he'll stop, he'll fire a long 3. In and out, no good. Washington rebounds for Texas Tech, and the Raiders are running with Toussaint. Toussaint up the left sideline, moves to the line, to the lane, puts up the shot, blocked by Diarra, and a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Jaden Taylor of the Wolfpack, his first, and that'll be the 3rd team foul for NC State. So 16 fouls for Texas Tech, and 3 now for NC State. And Toussaint will be going to the line. Ben Middlebrooks, I should say, has scored the last 7 points for NC State, according to our statistician, Howard Baum. Here's Toussaint at the line for the first of 2 free throws. He nails it. He's an 86% free throw shooter. He'll get another.
You want to keep these guys off the line. One of the best free throw shooting teams in the country at 78%. Not a lot of weak links when they go to the foul line.
Taylor out, O'Connell in for the Wolfpack. Second free throw is a bullseye for Toussaint. He's got 9 points for the Red Raiders. Leads them in scoring so far. And they regain the lead now, 20-19. With 9:12 to go in the first half. Michael O'Connell with the basketball, weaving his way toward the left side to the foul line at Burns. Burns drives to the basket, hooks it up, good.
Yeah, and that time he got Warren Washington off balance, and Washington just kind of stumbled a little bit after they set a little back screen for Burns to get him down in the sweet spot in that post.
21-20 Wolfpack leading. Here's Toussaint, top of the key. Lost the basketball, picks it up, gives it to Isaacs, who is 16 to shoot, left wing. He'll curl to the foul line. Bounce pass in underneath to Washington. Tried to go up for a shot. Stepped on the baseline. Underneath the basket. Turns it over. That'll be the second Texas Tech turnover, Tony.
Yeah, Washington looks really rusty. The guy's out of shape, hadn't played in a while. I would imagine NC State try to get the ball to Burns again right here, go right after him.
Pack by one and with the ball. 21-20 is the NC State lead. 8.5 minutes to go first half. Horn has it deep left. Burns screens. Horns rejects it. He drives the lane. Scoop to the hoop. Off the glass. Got it.
Well, you said it. Rejected the ball screen and turned Washington around like a top and got all the way to the bucket.
Timeout, Texas Tech. 8:18 to play first half. Pack up by 3. 23-20. And this will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them from PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh. You're listening to the NCAA South Regional. Your score with 8:18 to go in the first half. NC State 23, Texas Tech 20. Don't go away. This is Wolfpack basketball from Learfield.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist its customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This season, Harris Teeter has partnered with NC State, Duke, UNC, and Wake Forest to present the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky fan is chosen to win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Harris Teeter will also donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to each school's local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Big Four Grocery Assist page to enter today.
We know there's only one team you want to watch, and Bally Sports is the place to get your Wolfpack. Join Bally Sports every week as we dive into the heart of the action with exclusive interviews with coaches and players across NC State athletics. Relive every incredible highlight and get in-depth breakdowns from each game. Watch NC State, One with Wolfpack, on Bally Sports South every Monday at 3:30 and stream it on the Bally Sports app. Bally Sports, home of the only team you want to watch.
Harris Teeter is a proud partner of the NC State Wolfpack and offers everything you need for the perfect game day. From subs to pizza to snacks and drinks, they've got you covered. Plus, they offer great ways to save every day with fuel points, eVic, and HD+. Visit harristeeter.com for more information. Half number one, NC State up on Texas Tech. 23-20, DJ Horn. He's just a great scorer. What can you say? Hits from three, gets to the rim, got a great mid-range game as well. He's kind of showing a little bit of everything here in this first half. 2 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 6 overall. He's got 8 points, but the Pack's leading scorer is Ben Middlebrooks, 9 points, 3 of 3 shooting. And they've decided, Texas Tech, to bring Warren Washington back tonight. He's the 7-footer, really their only big, and he had missed 9 games because of a foot injury, and he just looks like a guy that hasn't played in a while. And NC State is going right at him. They're going at him on the drive, whether it's Horn or Middlebrooks, and also getting the ball to DJ Burns, working him over down in the low post. I think that if you're Grant McCaslin, you're thinking DJ Burns, you saw what he did against, especially against North Carolina last week. You feel like you got to put your 7-footer out there, but I don't know how ready he is to play. He's certainly struggling on the defensive end of the floor when they put him into some ball screens, as we saw on the previous possession when DJ Horn was able to get all the way to the glass for a layup.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Texas Tech basketball. Pardon me. And Pop Isaacs will trigger it in against a little bit of token pressure. Ball goes into Toussaint. Now back to Isaacs to Toussaint. And he will dribble it across the timeline and get it into the front court. Gives to Williams. Williams drives toward the left baseline. Sends it top of the key to Washington. Now right wing to McMillan. McMillan right of the lane against Horn. Backs it out. Gives it to Isaacs. 10 to shoot. Cross court skip pass to Williams. Williams drives in. Mid lane area. Pump fakes. Puts it up. Shot blocked by Diarra. Gets it right back. Whistle blows. Held ball. And the arrow pointing to Texas Tech.
But the shot clock will not reset. It'll be 2.8 to shoot for Texas Tech. What an excellent job by Diarra holding his ground against Darian Williams, who's a pretty mobile guy at 6'6".
Yeah, we got the under-8 media timeout with 7:51 left to go in the first half. Your score, NC State 23, Texas Tech 20. This is Wolfpack basketball in the NCAA tournament from Learfield.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace.
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
NC State Athletics trusts the health and safety of its players and staff with Mako Medical Laboratories. Mako Medical is focused on providing the Pack with fast, accurate, and innovative testing options for its teams. What a valuable player Mo Diarra has become for NC State on many levels. First, the rebounding speaks for itself. But at 6'10", he can go out and defend a smaller, more mobile, skilled player like he's seeing tonight, Darian Williams. Now, Williams plays the 4. He's probably more of a 3, but this is a team that plays small, Texas Tech. But if you got a 6'10" guy like Diarra who can go out and guard him and keep him in front and then use his size, as we saw right before that held ball, once Williams got him in the lane, to go straight up and block the shot, boy, that is a defensive weapon. We saw what happened when Middlebrooks played the 4 for a short period of time. He kind of backed off, and Williams hit him with a 3 coming off of ball screens. Well, Ben Middlebrooks, all year, he hasn't played the 4 position. He's not used to guarding coming off of ball screens. He's used to helping on ball screens at the 5. But they ran him off. Whereas Mo Diarra is a totally different story. He is 6'10", but he's been a perimeter defender many times this year, even when he switches off on guards. And he just made a terrific play there, blocking that shot away. Got his hand on top of the ball. They called a hell ball. So when we come out of this timeout, Texas Tech will have 2.8 to shoot. 7:51 to play in the first half. The Pack is up 23-20. NC State first half shooting 8 of 19. That's 42%. Texas Tech 7 of 19. Each team with 2 3-point baskets. I think the Pack's done a nice job of really staying out there on the 3-point shots. Think about Pop Isaacs, Gary, a guy that is a high-volume shooter. He's only put up 3 shots so far. Casey Morcell's been on him a lot.
Well, that was our number one key, guard the 3-point line, because Texas Tech relies on the 3-point shot a lot. Williams will trigger it in out of the timeout with 2.8 seconds to shoot. Baseline right for Texas Tech. He looks. He's having trouble. Now he sends it out to McMillan. McMillan rises, fires a jumper for 2 straight on. Got it. 23-22. Texas Tech pulls to within 1. NC State ball with 7:40 remaining. O'Connell bounces it behind the arc, deep left to Horn. Horn drives past Toussaint into the corner, outside to Diarra. Hands back to DJ Horn. Ball knocked away by Toussaint, and then a travel call on DJ Horn with Toussaint all over him. So that is turnover number 3 for the Wolfpack. Only 2 turnovers so far for Texas Tech. Red Raiders with a chance to tie or take the lead, this time down with 7:22 to go. Here's Toussaint off a Washington screen. Driving left to the key, falls down, loose ball, and Washington picks it up. Now to Washington, straight on for Isaacs. His 3 ball won't go. Rebounded by Diarra. Outlet pass to O'Connell, and the Pack pushing. Here's O'Connell into the corner to Casey Morcell. Moves it out to the point. Now curls. Down the lane he goes. Turnaround jumper. Won't go. Washington with a rebound for Texas Tech. Outlet to Pop Isaacs. Isaacs up the floor. Straight away. Puts his head down. Drives toward the left elbow. Morcell makes contact. And a foul on Casey Morcell will be his first. That'll be the fourth team foul for NC State. The next foul for Texas Tech will put NC State in the one and bonus. 6:51 to go, 23-22 Wolfpack. Texas Tech inbounds from the baseline. Washington gets it, gives to Williams, curls into the paint, lost it, got it back. Ball deflects back into the backcourt, off the hand of Jaden Taylor. Pop Isaacs gets it, drives all the way to the basket, left-hand layup, missed it. And the rebound pulled down by Diarra, almost threw it away, but O'Connell tracks it down along the far sideline and brings it into the front court. Gives to Diarra with 20 to shoot, now to Horn. Horn against Toussaint. He'll drive him left of the lane. Leans in, fires, it rims off, no good. And the rebound to Washington. Here comes the Red Raiders. Isaacs with the basketball, left wing to Toussaint. He fakes left, drives right, back to the left on the left elbow. Shoots, fires, and hits.
Yeah, he's good at separating from defenders with little hesitation moves, crossover dribbles like that. Got a good look from 17 feet.
24-23, Red Raiders by one. Wolfpack basketball with 5:57 to go. Behind the arc right wing, and DJ Horn looking. Sends it out to O'Connell, back to Horn, 13 to shoot. To Burns on the right wing. Burns against Washington, spins past him, goes to the basket, lays it up good.
Yep, overplaying that right shoulder, so he spins opposite. Spins baseline that time, and not a lot of resistance there put up by Washington.
25-24, Pack by one. Toussaint gets around O'Connell, drives the lane, layup good. Pack gets the ball out of the basket, quickly up the front court, into the front court with O'Connell. Swings it right side to Jaden Taylor, who's back in. Right of the lane now to Burns against Washington. He backs him in. He turns, goes mid lane, tries to throw it to Diarra. Ball hit the board. Diarra gets it, puts it up, shot blocked, out of bounds. Diarra got hit in the nose. And seeing if there's any blood there by Washington, but no whistle. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Wolfpack basketball with 11 to shoot. DJ Horn checks out for NC State. So it's Taylor, Morcell, O'Connell, Burns, and Diarra. Burns gets the inbounds pass from the left baseline, left of the lane. He backs in against Jennings. Backs him down. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Burns hooks it up with the left hand and rims in. And the Pack leads 27-26. Seesaw, fair back and forth here in the first half. 4:49 to play. Toussaint for the Red Raiders against Casey Morcell. Off a Jennings screen, he rejects it. Goes left to the lane, bounces inside for a layup good by Jennings.
Yeah, there's the pick and roll right there. Jennings with the ball screen. Pulled Burns away towards the ball and Toussaint, and then Jennings went to that dunker spot right in under the rim. Nice pass.
28-27, Texas Tech with the lead. NC State ball, 4:23 to go. Morcell right wing, on top to DJ Burns. Now to O'Connell. O'Connell driving and away from the basketball. Pop Isaacs hits the floor, and apparently illegal screen by DJ Burns. He picks up his second foul, so Burns is probably going to have to go to the bench. That's the 5th team foul on NC State. And Ben Middlebrooks, who's had a heck of a first half with 9 points, including 3 of 3 from the foul line, comes in to replace DJ Burns. Red Raiders by one, 28-27. 4:17 to go first half. McMillan back in the Red Raider lineup as one of the guards with Toussaint. And Pop Isaacs along the perimeter. Here's Toussaint at the point. Drives left. Now away to Isaacs. Straight away. Taylor on him. Bounces it to the high post to Jennings. Back to Isaacs on the give and go. Layup good.
Yeah, nice little backdoor cut there by Isaacs. Really quick. He did an excellent job of setting up Jaden Taylor.
30-27. Texas Tech leads NC State ball with 3:47 to go. I think these last 3 minutes are going to be real important. Here's Middlebrooks. Behind the arc right wing, he hands it away to Morcell. Morcell drives to the foul line. Turnaround jumper on the way. No good. Long. Diarra with a putback. Good. 5 for Diarra. 30-29. Pack pulls to within 1. 3:25 to go in an active first half. Back and forth at several lead changes in this game. Here's Toussaint off a screen, drives the lane, puts it up. Morcell blocks the shot into the hands of Middlebrooks. Long down the floor to Taylor as the ball raked away by McMillan, which saved either a layup or a dunk by NC State at the other end. It'll be Pack basketball with 26 to shoot. coming out of this timeout. 30-29, Texas Tech leads NC State here in the NCAA South Regional in Pittsburgh. 3:11 left to go before the halftime break. The Red Raiders by 1. You're listening to NCAA Tournament Basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
Sometimes everything goes your way, and sometimes it doesn't.
Just like on the field or on the court, life and business have ups and downs. I'm Larry Barber, President and CEO of North State Bank, and that's why you need to call us. We'll be with you no matter what comes your way.
North State Bank, the best call you'll ever make. Visit northstatebank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and home to Wolfpack fans.
I'm Casey Morcell, guard for NC State basketball. Just like Coach helps us build a foundation for our team, Doggett Concrete can help you with all of your commercial and residential concrete foundation needs. To be the best, you must have a strong base to build off of. That is one thing that the Wolfpack and Doggett Concrete know all about, pouring solid foundations for the last 60 years. For all of your commercial and residential concrete needs, Doggett Concrete. Go Pack.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Earlier tonight here in Pittsburgh, Oakland shocked Kentucky 80-76. So the winner of this one between NC State and Texas Tech will face off against Oakland on Saturday. And right now the Red Raiders leading NC State 30-29. We have 3:11 to go in the first half. Pack will have the basketball when we resume. The guy that's really doing a lot of damage for NC State right now is Joe Toussaint. He's the quick, savvy 6-foot senior point guard. And he is getting in the paint with regularity. And he's also scoring the ball. He's got 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting. He's also dished out a couple of assists. Now, we saw last week in the ACC tournament when NC State played a couple of point guards who are big paint touch guys like Judah Mintz and Elliot Cadeau of North Carolina. The Pack was giving some ground on those two players because neither of them really wants to shoot the three. They want to put it down and get in the paint and make plays for themselves and their teammates. Toussaint is a little bit different. He too, like Judah Mintz and Ellie Cadeau, he's quick off the bounce and he can beat you off the dribble and get in the paint. But if you play off of him and you sag off of him, he will hit threes. He will take it too. He's only 30%, but he's a confident three-point shooter. And so, it puts you in a little bit of a conundrum defensively against him because right now he is really hurting the Pack with his paint touches.
Pack inbounds, baseline right with O'Connell out of the timeout. Gets it to DJ Horn, who's back in. Back to O'Connell, behind the arc right wing, right of the lane to Middlebrooks. 20 to shoot. Now to Horn. Horn straight away, right of the lane to Middlebrooks. Spins toward the basket. He's tripped. And there's contact. I think they're going to call Toussaint here. Now Toussaint gets up like he wants to take a swing at Middlebrooks. That's a mismatch. Middlebrooks is 6'10", 240. Toussaint's only 190 pounds, if that, at 6 feet tall. So that's a lot of nothing. And we've got a whistle and a foul. And let's see who they're going to. It's the 7th team foul on Texas Tech. Let's see who they're going to award it. And Toussaint picks up his first. Middlebrooks now goes to the free throw line for the front end of the 1-and-1. He could tie the game at 30 if he could knock it down. 3:01 to go before halftime. Shot up good. 10 points for Middlebrooks. He leads NC State in scoring. Horn has 8. Diarra with 5. Burns with 6. Burns is on the bench right now, but he's hit his last 3 shots. Second free throw good by Middlebrooks. And it's 31-30. The Pack has a 1-point lead. Just under 3 minutes to play first half here in Pittsburgh. Here's Toussaint, guarded by Morcell, gives it to Williams straight away in the midcourt area. Williams guarded by Diarra. Williams sends it left wing to McMillan. McMillan behind the arc left wing, now to Pop Isaacs, who's 2 for 6 shooting. Isaacs has it straight away. He'll drive the lane, stops, he pops, he misses. Tip is high in the air, loose. Horn picks it up for NC State. Loose ball, Horn's got it into the front court. 2.5 minutes to go first half. Now to Middlebrooks between the rings. Middlebrooks driving. Hands to Horn, left wing. Horn against Toussaint. Picks up his dribble to Morcell, 13 to shoot. Morcell at the point, right wing to O'Connell, right of the lane to Middlebrooks. Drives on Jennings to the block. He turns. He pump fakes. He puts it up with the right hand. Wild shot off the board, no good. Williams rebounds for Texas Tech. Darion Williams up the floor into the front court to Toussaint, now to Isaacs against O'Connell. They try to blitz him, and the pass is knocked away by O'Connell, but Isaacs gets it to McMillan for 3, left wing, no good. Rebound pulled down by Diarra for NC State. Gives it to O'Connell. O'Connell up the floor from left to right. Stops to Middlebrooks mid lane. He turns, fadeaway jumper left of the lane, won't go. Rebounded by Jennings for the Red Raiders. Away to Toussaint. Toussaint brings it up. Right side, stops. Cross-court skip pass. Goes to McMillan. Can't shoot. Out to Isaacs. Isaacs left of the key. He'll start to drive on O'Connell. Sends it on the pick and roll. His pass knocked away. Intended for Jennings. Middlebrooks picks it up for NC State. Ahead to Horn. To Morcell. Fires for 3 in transition. Good for the right side.
And it was Casey Morcell on the other end who was tagging on the pick and roll on the screener, who forced that turnover with a deflection.
And the Pack's got the lead by 4 with 1:04 remaining in the half. 34-30, Texas Tech basketball. Here's Toussaint with the basketball. Toussaint off a Williams screen. Gets it to Williams. Williams on the pick and pop. Can't pop. Now to Toussaint. He will fire for 3 left side. Off the back iron, no good. Ball back tapped outside. Touched last by McMillan. It'll belong to NC State with 30 to shoot, 45.9 to play here in the first half.
Pack really putting together some excellent defensive sequences here. And Middlebrooks really blitzing on the ball screens more than we've seen, because the man he's guarding, Robert Jennings, setting those screens, he's not a big factor offensively. So you can leave him and go double the ball and reroute the basketball near midcourt.
Yeah, Jennings only averages about 4.5 points a game. Here's O'Connell, left wing for NC State inside to Middlebrooks, lays it up and rolls in, and the foul. And the foul is on the big guy, Warren Washington, who just checked in during that last dead ball. That's his second, team's 8th. Middlebrooks having an outstanding first half of basketball. 13 points. He'll go to the line for an and 1 free throw. He had a big game against Virginia in the ACC tournament with 12.6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. But he's got a heck of a line going here with 13 points. Here's the and 1 free throw. Good.
10-0 run. 10-0 run for NC State. Middlebrooks been right in the middle of it.
37-30, Pack by 7 now. Its largest first half lead. Let's see if the Pack can get a stop here and close out the Red Raiders. Toussaint standing just inside the midcourt line, just leisurely dribbling the basketball. Shot clock down to 13. 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Toussaint, they're going to try to clear out for him. He's going to drive. Left side of the lane, stops. Gives to Pop Isaac. Straight on 3 on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Toussaint gets the rebound. Into the corner to Williams. Shot in the air for 3. Good for the right corner. At the horn, it counts. Darion Williams with his second 3 of the game off a pass from Toussaint. Nails it from the right corner. And instead of a 7-point halftime lead for the Pack, it's down to 4, 37-33. But a good first half of basketball, Tony, for NC State here in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that one kind of stings, though, because it came off of a long rebound, a long offensive rebound. Pop Isaacs missed an open 3, but it came off the back. They back-tapped it, and they were able to get the ball in the hands of Toussaint. And as NC State's defense, they were scrambling to get matched up. Williams was left open in the corner, and that's sometimes you get the best looks for a 3-point shot off of those offensive rebounds. And coming into that one, Texas Tech only had 5 second-chance points, but they finished with 8. So NC State had been on a great run, 10-0 run, but on a second chance after an offensive rebound. Williams hits the 3 to make it a 4-point NC State lead.
And at the 3:11 mark, the Pack actually trailed by 1. 30-29. And then over the last 3-11, outscores Texas Tech 8-3 to end the half. The Pack leads by 4 at the break. And we'll pause now 10 seconds for station identification from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You're listening to NCAA Tournament Basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield. NC State leads by 4 over Texas Tech. It's halftime in Pittsburgh. Tony's back with a halftime show in a moment on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
The MT1 Series tractor from LS is a powerhouse packed in a compact footprint, and it's now available with high-capacity loader attachment. This tractor loader package provides you everything you need to get the job done right. Visit your local dealer or check us out online at lstractorusa.com to experience the LS difference for yourself. Rules, restrictions, eligibility, and participation may apply.
From the mountains to the coast, 2.5 million North Carolinians are members of an electric cooperative. As a co-op member, you're part of exciting efforts to power a brighter future in Wolfpack Nation. From innovative energy projects that make the grid more resilient and sustainable to initiatives that strengthen local communities and services that make managing your energy use easier, electric cooperatives are here for you. Learn more at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist its customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This season, Harris Teeter has partnered with NC State, Duke, UNC, and Wake Forest to present the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky fan is chosen to win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Harris Teeter will also donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to each school's local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Big Four Grocery Assist page to enter today.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
20 minutes are in the books. It's time now for the Wolfpack Halftime Report. Scores from around the country, stats, and halftime keys are right around the corner. Now, let's head back to Pittsburgh.
Now to Burns. Burns in the mid lane area. Turns, fires. He misses off to the right. DR on the putback. Got it. And a foul. O'Connell across the timeline. Moves to his left. Throws it back middle of the floor to Horn. Straight on long. Range 3. Got it. Outlet pass to DJ Horn. Horn weaves his way up the floor all the way to the baseline. Sends it to O'Connell. Now to Middlebrooks. And Middlebrooks will shovel it back to DJ Horn. Long 3 left wing. Got it. To O'Connell. Back to Horn. 13 to shoot. To Burns on the right wing. Burns against Washington, spins past him, goes to the basket, lays it up good. Middlebrooks picks it up for NC State. Ahead to Horn, to Morcell, fires for 3 in transition, good for the right side. Here's O'Connell, left wing for NC State, inside to Middlebrooks, lays it up and rolls in, and a foul.
And those are the ultimate first half highlights presented by your local Triangle BMW dealers, providing legendary performance, exceptional offers, and a premium ownership experience. BMW only makes one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Quite a first half. NC State goes in the locker room leading Texas Tech 37-33. Darion Williams hits a big 3 down in the corner right before the horn sounded to bring the Red Raiders a little bit closer to within 4. Before that shot, NC State was on a nice 10-0 run. Ben Middlebrooks had scored 5 of those 10 points, and the Clemson transfer has been tremendous here in this opening half. 14 points, 4 of 6 shooting, made all 6 of his free throws. He also had 3 rebounds. Now, DJ Burns had to go to the bench with 4:17 to go in that opening half after he picked up his second foul. But what a nice insurance policy when you can bring Ben Middlebrooks in there to play the 5 position. And you look at Burns and Middlebrooks combined, they had 20 points playing that same position. So very effective night for the Pack at the 5. And you kind of figured coming in NC State was going to have to get something out of its bigs against a Texas Tech team that had a lot of question marks at that center spot because Warren Washington, the 7-footer, had missed 9 games in a row. Now, he's back tonight, but he hasn't been terribly effective at all, and NC State has kind of worked him over when he's been on the defensive end. But when he's not in there, they have 6'7" Robert Jennings playing their center spot, and NC State was also able to do some damage on him. So, Texas Tech, a good team, one that's nationally ranked. They finished in a tie for third in the Big 12, but it's all about the perimeter with them because they're not very strong at that 5 position right now, especially with Washington coming back from an injury. They are good at guard. One of their 2 guards was great. Toussaint, 13 points, 5 of 10 shooting. But Pop Isaacs, their leading scorer, who averages 16 points per game, NC State did a tremendous job on him as Isaac scored only 6 points, 2 for 8 shooting, and no threes. And that's an important number with him. But he's going to keep on shooting it. He has no conscience. And he's a guy that has a short memory, and he might miss 3 or 4 in a row, but he's going to keep shooting them until he finds that heat check moment, and he's pretty good at that. But NC State shooting 43% in the first half, Texas Tech at 41%, both teams with 3 3-pointers, so it's all even there. And the Wolfpack goes in with that 37-33 lead, trying to move on and advance and face off against upstart Oakland, which stunned Kentucky earlier tonight here in this building, 80-76. And we'll have scores of other games in a moment. You're listening to Wolfpack basketball from Learfield.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Tom Kelly's carbon fiber mountain bike. Because more than riding his carbon fiber mountain bike, Tom loves telling people about his carbon fiber mountain bike. Friends, family, even a local barista knows about his carbon fiber mountain bike. And that's why Tom's carbon fiber mountain bike, if you haven't heard about it, is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at Progressive.com.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist its customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This season, Harris Teeter has partnered with NC State, Duke, UNC, and Wake Forest to present the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky fan is chosen to win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Harris Teeter will also donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to each school's local food bank to support those in need. Visit HarrisTeeter.com and look for the Big Four Grocery Assist page to enter today.
Gotta move. That's usually the reaction. It's the mountain of stuff that's got to be packed, organized, and transferred, which is where Miracle Movers of Raleigh steps in. They're in the business of moving mountains. It's like a miracle because you don't have to stress. You just hand it over to the pros at Miracle Movers. Their top-notch team takes care of all the details. Whether it's a big move or small, local or long distance, Miracle Movers does it all. Moving, packing, even storage. Reach out for a miracle today and get a free estimate at miraclemoversusa.com.
Caterpillar and NC State are proud to honor NC State student-athletes for excellence on and off the field. Sydney Daniels is a defensive specialist with the Wolfpack volleyball team. Sydney is a psychology major from Raleigh's Broughton High School. Caterpillar and NC State congratulate Sydney and all the NC State Scholar athletes for their hard work and dedication to excellence. NC State leading Texas Tech here at the half. It's 37-33. Let's get around the NCAA tournament, tell you what's going on elsewhere. Tennessee is a number 2 seed against number 15 St. Peter's, and this one's kind of unfolding the way you might expect. Volunteers up 65-34, 9:50 to play in that one. Drake against Washington State, that's part of the East region, and at the half, Washington State leading 33-29. Samford, a 13 seed, going up against number 4 Kansas, which has really been beat up, missing a couple of key guys. But with 3:39 to go in the first half, Kansas leading that one 40-28. Now to the finals, and number 9 Michigan State tripped up 8 seed Mississippi State today, 69-51. BYU takes it on the chin. Duquesne, an 11 seed, beat number 6 BYU 71-67. Now 2 11s have won today already. NC State is also 11 seed, trying to make it a third team moving on from that seed. Number 14 Akron going up against 3 seed Creighton here, the first game of the day in Pittsburgh, and Creighton wins decisively 77-60. Another final, Arizona beat up on Long Beach State 85-65. Arizona, a 2 seed. North Carolina, a 1 seed, taking care of business in Charlotte today. Tar Heels running up on Wagner 90-62. It was Illinois 85. Morehead State 69. Illinois, a 3 seed. Here's another one of those 11-6 upsets, and it happened here today, the second game of the day in Pittsburgh. Oregon tripped up South Carolina 87-73. Also, Dayton going up against Nevada, and the Flyers hold on to win 63-60. And also Colorado State, which beat Virginia the other night in the first 4. And Colorado State had a tough time putting the ball in the hole today against Texas, losing 56-44. We mentioned that upset here earlier tonight. Oakland beating Kentucky 80-76. Oakland with 15 made threes in that game. Iowa State, a 2 seed, winning over South Dakota State 82-65. And another final now, Gonzaga, a 5, beats McNeese 86-65. And that is our halftime scoreboard here from Pittsburgh, PPG Paints Arena. NC State's 2-0 in this building. We remember knocking off LSU here, the famous B.J. Anya shot to lift the pack over LSU. And then the Wolfpack came back 2 nights later and knocked off number 1 seed Villanova to advance to the Sweet 16. So NC State hoping for more good vibes here in this building tonight. But we got 20 minutes to go, and the opponent's a good team, Texas Tech. Wolfpack leads by 4, 37-33. We'll check out the stats when we come back. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball from Learfield.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
The MT1 Series tractor from LS is a powerhouse packed in a compact footprint, and it's now available with high-capacity loader attachment. This tractor loader package provides you everything you need to get the job done right. Visit your local dealer or check us out online at lstractorusa.com to experience the LS difference for yourself. Rules, restrictions, eligibility, and participation may apply.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive. See why over 28 million drivers trust Progressive to stay protected on the road. See for yourself at progressive.com.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, official healthcare provider of NC State Athletics.
At Fiesel, when it comes to your roof, we don't mess around. We always start with an elite leak barrier, purpose-built cap nails, and the highest quality American-made shingles. It's the extra effort that allows us to provide homeowners with a lifetime warranty. The details matter. That's why you hire Fiesel. Fiesel, a proud supporter of NC State Athletics. Learn more and schedule your free roof inspection at FieselInc.com.
The teams are back on the court, and it's time for 20 more minutes of Wolfpack basketball. To get the second half started, let's head back to Pittsburgh.
And we are indeed back in Pittsburgh with Gary Hunt. I'm Tony Haynes. The Wolfpack coming back out on the floor as we get set for second half action here from PPG Paints Arena. NC State with a 3-point lead, 37-33 over Texas Tech. Let's run down the team numbers first. Pack shooting 43% from the field, hitting 13 of 30. 3 of 8 from three-point range, 8 of 9 from the foul line. Texas Tech, a great free throw shooting team, was 4 of 4. Overall, Red Raiders, like NC State, just 13 field goals, 13 of 32. That's 41%. Key stat here is Texas Tech just 3 of 14 from three-point range. Pack's got to continue to keep them quiet from long range because they make about 9 threes per game. Turnovers, both teams doing a nice job there. Pack only 4, Texas Tech 3. Points off turnovers, NC State did make them pay on those turnovers, leading 8-2 there. Total rebounds, Wolfpack 19-17 edge, 5-5 on offensive boards. Wolfpack a 9-8 advantage, second chance points, but Williams hit a big 3 right there at the end of the half off of an offensive rebound. Bench points, NC State a 14-6 edge. Ben Middlebrooks has almost all of those. And points in the paint, it's 20-14. NC State leading there. Texas Tech a 4-3 edge on fast break points. I mentioned Middlebrooks had almost all of the bench points. He has all of the bench points. Scored 14 points, 4 of 6 shooting, made all 6 of his free throws. He was fabulous. DJ Horn, he had 8 points for the Pack, 2 of 4 from three-point range. Michael O'Connell scoreless. Casey Morcell with 4. DR 5 points, 6 rebounds. 6 points for DJ Burns, who picked up his second foul with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Toussaint, the point guard, who's really a smooth operator with the ball in his hands, getting in the paint. He finished with 13 points, also dished out 3 assists. Took a look at Isaacs. That's a good defensive job on him. Pop Isaacs, their leading scorer, he had 6. Williams, who hit that 3 right at the end of the half, finished with 6 as well. McMillan with 4. Washington, the big guy, we talked about him coming back from the injury, just 2 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of fouls. And Jennings had 2 points for Texas Tech. So that's where we stand as the two teams come back out on the floor, and ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips stopped by to inform Gary that we're not going to let you retire. He was kind of your good luck charm last week because you were sitting next to him for a couple of those ACC tournament games.
Yeah, I did. What a nice man. And, he says, we don't want you to retire. So we're going to see how long the Pack can keep it going here. 20 minutes away from a chance to take on Oakland on Saturday. Oakland with a big upset of third-seeded Kentucky, 80-76 earlier tonight. Oakland knocked down 15 threes against the Kentucky Wildcats, and it was their first NCAA round of 64 win. And they're for real. I'll tell you what, they play defense, and they can obviously hurt you from the perimeter. No doubt about that. So we'll see what happens. Pack we'll find out in the next 20 minutes who survives and advances. Is it going to be NC State or the Texas Tech Red Raiders? I do like the fact that the Pack held Texas Tech to 3 of 14 shooting from long range in the first half. I think if NC State could duplicate that in the second half, the Pack might be advancing.
Yeah, but if you're Grant McCaslin, he's probably thinking the opposite of that. You know what? We're only down by 4, and we only made 3 threes.
That's a good point.
But I do think NC State did a really good job on some of the actions that they used to get threes. And I think they hit a couple of threes after offensive rebounds, so including the one right there at the end of the half. But we talked about that in our keys to the game, how they will get threes off of Toussaint's penetration, and then he'll kick out three-point shooters. But they'll also get some threes when they get offensive rebounds, because when they get that offensive board, they're looking immediately to spray the ball out to the perimeter instead of going right back up. And it goes back to them playing small. They don't have a Mo Diarra at 6'10", who's going to get the offensive rebound, and then he's just going to go right back up there and score. So they're playing to their strength. they'll get threes after offensive rebounds. That's why, again, I go back to, I thought defensive rebounding was going to be crucial in this game. NC State did win the battle of the boards in the opening half, and got to really stay with it on those Texas Tech misses.
Well, our keys to the game on our extended pregame show: guard the three-point line, hold Texas Tech to one shot, limit Pop Isaacs, and out-tough them and match their physicality. And the Pack's been able to do that so far. We've got 20 minutes to go. Diarra comes back out on the floor with, it's the original starting lineup for NC State: Horn, O'Connell, Morcell, Diarra, and Burns. Burns held to just 6 points. He did have 2 fouls. Sat the last 4:17 of the first half after picking up his second foul. We'll see if Grant McCaslin, the first-year coach at Texas Tech, makes any substitutions in his original lineup. Loading up, he's going to go with Pop Isaacs, Darion Williams, Joe Toussaint, Kerwin Walton, who was shut out in the first half, and Robert Jennings. So it'll be Jennings that'll have to guard Burns to begin the second half. Pack will get the first possession, and it'll be Diarra inbounding to O'Connell. And here we go. O'Connell just inside the three-point line, guarded by Isaacs, moves to his left in front of us to Horn. Jump shot in the air, left corner for three. Got it.
They caught a switch, Gary, on that screen by Burns. Jennings had to switch on Horn. DJ kind of looked him off. Jennings backed away, and Horn buries it.
Pack by 7, Texas Tech ball. Williams, right wing, on top to Isaacs. Forces up a straight-on three and got it over O'Connell. That's the scary thing about this guy, Pop Isaacs.
Yep.
40-36, Texas Tech pulls to within 4. Horn with it behind the arc left wing. Deep left to Burns. Burns against Jennings. Backs him down. Moves into the mid lane area. Goes to his left. Bank shot up. Rims in. Burns with a nice touch on a left-handed bank shot. He's got 8. 42-36 Wolfpack. Texas Tech ball. Toussaint drives to his left against Morcell. Now to Isaacs. Top of the key. Right wing to Walton, back to Isaacs. Isaacs driving, cross-court skip pass intending for Williams. Knocked out of bounds by Diarra. 12 on the timer. And Texas Tech will inbound from almost in front of their bench. Along the far left sideline as we look at it. Toussaint gets the inbounds pass. He will drive all the way left to the lane. Stops, gets off balance, gives to Williams. Down to Jennings, back to Williams. Williams, one dribble to his right, fires for 3. Got it. Dump check at a 2, just inside the arc for Darion Williams.
Just a great shot right there. Diarra did a good job of darting around that screen and getting a hand in his face. But Williams, he can really shoot it.
Wolfpack with a 42-38 lead and the ball. Here's O'Connell getting it to Burns, left of the lane. Burns backs in against Jennings, backs him down again. He drives, goes to his left, knocks over Jennings. Jennings flops. Third foul on Burns. He just has a mean look as he looks toward the official. And to tell you the truth, I don't blame him.
No, that call should not be made in the NCAA tournament. Just a total flop right there by Jennings because he had no chance to guard him. And now Middlebrooks is going to come into the game. So Burns taken out of this game by an official now whose ears are burning. He's pointing over towards the NC State bench. Tough break there for NC State.
Yeah, write that one down. 18 minutes, 19 seconds to go. Second half. Burns has to sit down with foul number 3. Texas Tech inbounds the ball. Toussaint will bring it up. No pressure. 42-38 Wolfpack. And Toussaint straight away drives to his left. Now back right, looking for a driving angle. Has to pick up his dribble. Now away to Isaacs. Top of the key to Jennings. Right wing to Toussaint. Left-hand dribble drive to the top of the key. Up for the jump shot. Off the back iron. No. And we'll see if that shot was, it was very close to the three-point line.
It was a 2.
It's going to be a 2-point shot. And the foul is on Casey Morcell. That'll be his second, team second. And we'll send Toussaint to the line for 2. He's an 86% free throw shooter on the year. 2 for 2 tonight. 42-38 Wolfpack. First free throw, no good, off to the right. And the big 7-footer now, Warren Washington, out of Escondido, California, checks in for the Red Raiders. And Robert Jennings, the 6'7", 230-pound sophomore, leads. Toussaint readies for his second free throw. It's on the way. Good. 14 for Tucson, 42-39. Wolfpack with the ball in the lead. O'Connell taps the top of his head. Pack going to run a set. O'Connell between the rings. Isaacs all over him, draped like a blanket. Gives it up to Morcell. Morcell right wing, top of the key to Middlebrooks. Hands off to Horn. Horn drives, right elbow, gives to Diarra. Left wing three on the way. Got it!
A little roll and replace action right there with Diarra popping up from the baseline. His man was tagging on the roll man Middlebrooks. And Diarra got a wide open look.
Diarra's first three, he's got 8 points, and it's 45-39 Wolfpack. Tucson in the midcourt area. Gives to Isaacs off a Washington screen. Drives right of the lane. Tries to pass into the post. Ball deflected. O'Connell's got it for State. To Diarra. Left wing to Horn. Fires for three in transition. Off the rim, no. Rebound pulled down by Williams. Middlebrooks almost on his back. Williams will drive it. Williams to the top of the key. Still dribbling. Gives to Tucson. He knifes his way to the basket from the left wing. Shot up no good. Follow up good by Washington. Washington gets his second basket. 45-41. Packed by 4 and with the ball. 16:46 to go, second half. Here in the NCAA South Regional in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here's O'Connell. Right wing to Horn, on top to Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks, couple of dribbles, fakes a handoff to O'Connell. Now he'll hand to Horn. Horn drives into the paint. He's double teamed, knocked down. There's got to be a foul on this play against Texas Tech. It's got to be on Toussaint or Pop Isaacs. And I think they're going to call Isaacs on the foul. If so, that'll be his second. It is on Isaacs. That's the first team foul on Texas Tech here in the second half. 16:28 to go. 45-41 Wolfpack. O'Connell inbound baseline right for NC State. O'Connell looking. Gets it to Morcell. Right baseline. Shoots. Misses. And the rebound pulled down by Washington. He'll bring it up the floor. Gets it to Isaacs. Isaacs top of the key. Drives down the lane. Pumps up a floater. And it's blocked away by Middlebrooks out of bounds in the right corner. Middlebrooks just swatted that ball and it ended up deep right corner out of bounds. And Isaacs will trigger it in the coffin corner with 21 to shoot. Ready to check in is Taylor, but I don't think they're going to let him up. They do let him in. And Horn will get a break for the Wolfpack. 21 on the timer. O'Connell checks out as well. Nope, O'Connell's going to stay in. And Isaacs gets it to Washington behind the arc right wing. The big 7-footer, couple of big dribbles. Now to Toussaint. Toussaint right wing curls to the top of the key. Down the lane he goes. He turns on Morcell. Can't shoot. Outside to Williams. Now in the corner to McMillan, who's in for the first time in the second half. McMillan driving. Step back jumper for 2. Left wing. Got it.
And they made some tough ones here to start this second half, but they did get the switch they wanted off the screening action. Middlebrooks had to switch off on him and give him a little room so he wouldn't drive by.
45-43. Wolfpack with a 2-point lead. 15:43 to go. NC State ball with O'Connell left wing. O'Connell driving left of the lane. Double team. Ball raked away. O'Connell gets it left baseline. O'Connell left a block to Middlebrooks. He fakes, drives around Washington. Reverse layup good. What a move by Ben Middlebrooks. 16 points off the bench for Middlebrooks. And the Pack's up by 4 again. 47-43 with 15:20 to go. Middlebrooks, a big hero for the Pack tonight. Toussaint with the ball for Texas Tech. 16 to shoot straight away. Left wing to Williams. Williams against Diarra. He'll back him. No, he doesn't. Gives it up to Isaacs. Isaacs top of the key to Williams. Williams blows past Diarra. In underneath the Williams. Ball off his leg out of bounds. Oh, they call it the Texas Tech ball.
Wow. Boy, I didn't see that one. I didn't see it. I don't think the officials saw it. Now they're going to change it. It will be NC State ball. The officials are recognizing that they had missed one there.
I was going to give the old Jack Buck call. I don't believe what I just saw. But I didn't have to do it. 47-43 timeout, the under 16 with 14:59 to go. Pack leads Texas Tech by 4 here in the NCAA tournament. This is NC State basketball from Learfield.
For the 4th year in a row, North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was ranked the best insurance company in the nation by Auto Body Pros. With quick payments on top quality parts, our experienced claims team is in your corner every step of the way to put your repairs in the rear view. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
For generations, hard-working people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Wolfpack NIL Collective is a proud sponsor of NC State Athletics and is the NIL Collective for NC State men's basketball. Join at onepacknil.com to receive exclusive member benefits and merchandise while supporting your favorite student athletes. NC State led by 4 at halftime and continues to lead by 4 over Texas Tech here, 47-43. We have 14:59 to play in this one from Pittsburgh. Ben Middlebrooks, what a night he is having. The Clemson transfer, 5 of 7 from the field, 6 of 6 foul shooting, 16 points. Is that a career high, Gary?
Yes,
right?
it is.
All right. There you go. And DJ Horn, the only other player in double figures with 11. Burns has 8, but Burns was sent to the bench with his third foul, 18-19 to play in the game. Kind of a bizarre call on another flop by Robert Jennings. So Jennings, who's undersized in the post, has pulled the old flopperoo on DJ Burns a couple of times tonight, and Burns has been called for a few fouls. We don't play that way in the ACC. You man up. You're a 5-man, and you bump with Burns, and you try to stop him. You don't just lay out on the floor and hope the officials bail you out. And they did it. They've done it a couple of times here in this game. Both teams 4 of 6 shooting in the second half, and both teams, well, actually the Pack 2 of 3 from three-point range. Texas Tech has made its only 3.
Well, last season there was a big focus on flopping, that they were really going to get after it and call it. I guess they forgot that, kind of like 3 seconds. You don't see that called anymore either. So now they've forgotten about the flop. Yeah. All right, here we go. The Pack on the floor with Diarra, Horn back in, Middlebrooks, Taylor, and Morcell. Pack inbounds out of the timeout, leading 47-43, just under 15 minutes to play. Taylor with the basketball in the midcourt. To Horn in front of us, sideline left. Horn double team, ball raked away, knocked out of bounds, went off a Toussaint. I saw that one. It was only about 3 feet away from us.
You almost caught it. A great double there by Williams on that ball screen. He got a trap on DJ Horn. All of a sudden, Horn was in some heavy traffic and in trouble. Almost turned it over.
Taylor inbounds in front of Tony. To Horn, now to Middlebrooks, top of the key. Middlebrooks hands off to Casey Morcell. Morcell right wing. He'll drive to the baseline, up for the jump shot. Too long. And the rebound pulled down by Chance McMillan. McMillan, Toussaint, Williams, Washington on the floor, along with Walton for the Red Raiders. Here's Toussaint driving the lane. Looked like he traveled, and he got bumped and knocked off balance, and we've got a Wolfpack foul. It's going to go against Jaden Taylor. That's his second, team's third, and they're going to say that he was in the act of shooting. They're going to give him 2 free throws. Toussaint's one of their best free throw shooters. Williams at 88%, Toussaint at 86%, Isaacs at 84%, McMillan at 91%. They are the best free throw shooters for Texas Tech. Here's the Toussaint free throw. First one up good.
Yeah, and he was just trying to get fouled there. I mean, he got off balance in the lane, almost lost the ball, but he did draw the contact before he took that extra step, because I'm with you. I was thinking a travel may be coming, but contact occurred first.
Second free throw good by Toussaint. He's got 16 points to lead the Red Raiders, and it's 47-45. Texas Tech pulls to within 2. Here is DJ Horn with a basketball for the Wolfpack. Off a Middlebrooks screen, drives to his left, all the way to the basket. Scoop to the hoop, won't go. Middlebrooks on the follow, back up, block. Loose ball and a whistle. And I think they're going to get Darion Williams on the foul. That is his second, and that'll be the second team foul on the Red Raiders. And they're going to say that Middlebrooks was in the act of shooting, so he'll get back to the free throw line. He is 6 of 6 tonight. Up goes the shot. Got it. 17 for Middlebrooks. He's become toward the end of the season, he really has elevated his free throw shooting. He was kind of spotty earlier in the season. but he's dialed in. I mean, it looks like it's going in every time. This one's on the way. Rims off. I jinxed him.
Yeah, even after 34 years, you still have that magic touch.
And here's Toussaint with the ball. Pack up 48-45. 14:02 to go. Walton with it in the midcourt area. Right wing to McMillan. He'll take a dribble, fires for three, way off the mark. Almost missed the works. And the rebound comes to Horn for NC State. Here's Horn up the right side. Horn all the way to the block. Kicks it out to Diarra. Now to Morcell. Morcell guarded by Walton. Morcell left-hand dribble to the elbow. Down the lane he goes. Shoots an off-balance runner. No good. Deep rebound comes to O'Connell in underneath the Middlebrooks. Shot up, blocked away by Washington. And a foul coming up on the big guy from Escondido, California, Warren Washington, the 7-footer, with his third personal foul. Third team foul against Texas Tech. That'll bring Robert Jennings off the bench. He'll come in to replace Washington, and he's got 2 fouls. So back to the line for 2 free throws, Ben Middlebrooks. And Tony, I'm going to let you call these.
Made the first one.
Thank you.
But you don't say anything beforehand. Okay?
Thank you.
I will tell you when the official gives him the ball. But after that, I'm not going to talk about streaks or anything else. He does have the ball now.
Okay, here's a shot in the air. Good.
Yes, he made it.
19 points.
That's the way you do it, old man.
Thanks, kid. 50-45, Pack by 5, 13:26 to go. Here's Williams along the left sideline for the Red Raiders, guarded by Diarra, who's done a great job on him. He backs him down, side of the lane, and underneath to Jennings, layup good.
A good pass there, and that time Middlebrooks got caught ball watching, turned his head, and lost his man. Jennings cutting to the basket.
Pack by 3 and with the ball, 50-47, 13 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Here's O'Connell, bounce pass behind the arc to Horn, on top to Middlebrooks. One big dribble. Now he'll hand off to Horn. Horn drives to the right baseline, and underneath to Diarra, layup good.
Horn is drawing so much attention when he puts the ball on the floor. Now he's doing a good job of playmaking and finding the open man.
52-47 Wolfpack. Red Raiders with the ball. Toussaint starts to drive. Morcell shuts him down. Now to Walton. Right wing to Williams. Williams drives right baseline. Cross-court skip pass goes to McMillan. Couple of dribbles. He'll fire a 15-footer. Good from the left baseline for Chance McMillan. He's got 8 points, and it's 52-49. 3-point Wolfpack lead. NC State ball with 12:22 to go. O'Connell deep right to Casey Morcell, right wing, on top to Middlebrooks. Couple of dribbles. Hands off to Horn. Horn can't drive. Now he'll knock over Toussaint. Offensive foul on DJ Horn. And we're not going to argue with that one. That's the first on Horn, 4th on the team. And the Red Raiders will get the basketball with 12:11 to go. 52-49 Wolfpack. And coming back in the game, Pop Isaacs now for Kerwin Walton, who's been shut out in this game. No points. And now what?
Well, DJ Horn, a little frustrated now because they're kind of selling out to stop him. And we're going to get a timeout called, and it'll be a full timeout.
Now, I think it's an NC State called timeout, but it'll be a full. 12:11 left here in the second half with a score. NC State 52, Texas Tech 49. You're listening to NCAA Tournament Basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, my name is Alani. A little thing I like about the Spicy Deluxe sandwich is that you taste the crunch, you taste the pepper jack cheese melting, and you taste the spicy flavors in the sandwich. I'm telling you, 10 out of 10.
Hi, my name's Enrique. A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Spicy Deluxe sandwich is you get that rich flavor of the chicken and definitely that nice, tangy, warm bite. It's the perfect harmony of spiciness and taste.
Order the Spicy Deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Wolfpack wins in overtime. Nothing feels as good as a win, but a few things are more important. I'm Larry Barber, President and CEO of North State Bank. We believe everyone should be treated with dignity and respect, on and off the field or the court, in life and in business. Get better together and win together.
If that sounds like the bank for you, visit NorthStateBank.com. North State Bank, the best call you'll ever make. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Proud supporters of the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack fans needing to stay overnight, book with the new Town Place Suites by Marriott, Raleigh University area, located at 3771 Thistledown Drive. This beautiful property is just minutes from NC State Centennial Campus, PNC Arena, and Carter Finley Stadium. It's all studio suites with full kitchenettes and Wi-Fi. And with amenities like an on-site restaurant, the Wolf's Den, an enhanced fitness center, business center, great outdoor space with Weber grills, and a fire pit, you'll be sure to enjoy your time with us. Give us a call at 984-300-1410 and ask about our NC State University discount rates. Go Pack!
As always, great to have you with us listening tonight on the Wolfpack Sports Network here in Pittsburgh. And we've had great affiliates all season long joining us all across the state of North Carolina, including WXRC FM 95.7 in Charlotte, Greensboro Triad, our affiliate there, WVBZ FM 105.7, and also in Greenville, North Carolina, WECU AM 1570. Prior to the timeout, DJ Horn was called for an offensive foul. Hard contact. He had the ball in his hands. And Joe Toussaint, who was guarding him very closely, hit the deck. The officials went over to take a look at the monitor to see if there might be a flagrant one involved, but I don't think they have elevated this call, so it will just be a foul on DJ Horn. And for DJ Horn in this game, that's his first foul. So NC State clinging to a three-point lead here, 52-49. It has been close throughout. We have had 9 lead changes, 3 ties.
Both teams shooting well second half. The Wolfpack 5 out of 10. The Red Raiders 6 out of 9. Raiders basketball out of the timeout. Williams has it behind the arc right wing against the Pack's man-to-man. Now to McMillan at the point, and Horn's all over him. Now to Jennings, top of the key. The big guy will drive on Middlebrooks all the way to the left of the lane. He'll stop. He'll send it deep left to Toussaint, 8 to shoot. Toussaint starts to drive, knocks over Ben Middlebrooks, and is out of control. And a whistle.
We'll call Horn, I think. Well,
I think they're going to call. Hold on a minute.
Morcell, maybe.
I thought they signaled 12.
Yeah, O'Connell. You're right.
It's on O'Connell, but that could have been an offensive foul very easily on Joe Toussaint. So that's the fourth team foul on the Wolfpack. Texas Tech inbounds baseline left. They get it to Isaacs. Now to Jenkins. Hand back to Isaacs behind the arc left wing. To Toussaint at the point. Left wing deep to Isaacs, 11 to shoot. Isaacs against O'Connell. He wants to drive. Sends it right wing to Williams. Shot in the air for 3. Long, no good. And O'Connell's got the rebound running 2-on-2. O'Connell doesn't like the lay of the land. Waits for his teammates. Now he drives toward the right corner. Back left again. He'll get it to Morcell. Left wing to Horn. Horn drives left baseline. Shoots a floater. Good, and a foul. I think they're going to get Jennings or McMillan. Let's see.
It'd be Jennings, I think.
It is going to be against Jennings. You're right, Tony. That's his third. That's the 4th team foul on Texas Tech. Count the basket for DJ Horn. He's got 13 points now and an and-one free throw coming up. Washington, the 7-footer, now comes in for Robert Jennings for Texas Tech. He's the rim protector for the Red Raiders. Here's the and-one free throw now for DJ Horn. It's on the way, good. 14 points for Horn, 19 for Ben Middlebrooks. They're the leading scorers for the Pack. Mo Diarra has 10. 55-49. NC State leading. Here in Pittsburgh, Red Raider basketball with 11 minutes to go. Here's Washington. Isaacs, long 3, right of the key. Off the back iron, no. Morcell with a deep rebound. He outlets it to O'Connell, to Diarra, jams it on the fast break.
Wow, what a beautiful pass by Michael O'Connell in transition. And it looks like Texas Tech is going to call a timeout as NC State has gone on a little bit of spurt. The Pack has made its last 3 shots. A transition dunk there, and a beautiful find by Michael O'Connell.
Pack by 8. Its largest lead of the game, 57-49 with 10:54 to go. Just when you thought nobody was going to be able to pull away in this game, the Pack has started to make a push, and we've got a timeout. Is this a 30 or a full?
Full.
This will be a full. We'll take it with them. This is Wolfpack basketball in the NCAA tournament from Learfield.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Emily Neal's 70-inch TV. Because after watching her second-grade students yell at each other for hours, there's nothing Emily enjoys more than watching super-rich housewives also yell at each other. Why? Because those women are not her responsibility. And that's why her TV is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
With Gary Hahn, Tony Haynes, we're back at PPG Paints Arena, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Really good crowd here, although many of the Kentucky fans have split after losing to Oakland earlier tonight. Still, this is a beautiful arena, excellent crowd, and enjoying a pretty good game. NC State scored 5 straight points. Mo Diarra, an exclamation point on the throwdown after the beautiful bounce pass and transition by Michael O'Connell. And NC State has opened up its biggest lead of the night. It's 57-49 over Texas Tech with 10:54 to play. Plenty of time to play in this game. You talk about Michael O'Connell tonight. He hasn't scored. Now, last week, he scored double figures 5 straight games, which was remarkable considering in 31 regular season games, he had reached double figures only 3 times. Well, tonight he hasn't scored, but he's still playing winning basketball. That last assist to Diarra gave Michael O'Connell his 5th assist. He also has 3 rebounds. And I'll tell you, again, Mo Diarra, his development along the way is just astounding. He started the season, was kind of clumsy. You wonder if he had good hands. But now, running the middle lane in transition, Michael O'Connell had enough confidence to throw that tough bounce pass to Diarra, and he handled it beautifully, and he dunked it, forcing a Texas Tech timeout. So NC State now up by 8, and here come the Red Raiders trying to chop into that lead.
Horn, Morcell, Diarra, Middlebrooks, and O'Connell on the floor for NC State. McMillan will trigger it in against a little bit of backcourt pressure by NC State. Pack does not try to trap, and Williams with the inbounds gets it to Toussaint, who's back in at the point. Toussaint driving to his left. Gets it away to the big guy, Washington, behind the arc left wing, and Middlebrooks all over him. Now to Toussaint with 14 to shoot. Toussaint straight away, pass into the corner, picked off by Horn. Pass ahead to Morcell. Fast break, layup good. 6 for Morcell. Steal by Horn. 59-49, Pack leads by 10. It's the biggest lead of the game. 10:23 to go. Here's Toussaint. Gets it away to Williams. Right wing to Isaacs. Isaacs driving. Left elbow, down low to Washington. Kicks it in the corner to McMillan. Outside to Toussaint. Drives now right wing to Isaacs. Shot in the air for 3. No good. Ball tapped and out of bounds right corner. Isaacs having a tough night. He's 3 for 13 now. 9 points. Pack's done a great job on him. And Texas Tech, 4 out of 19 from the three-point arc. So those are 2 huge keys. Williams to inbound in the right corner. Gets it to Isaacs. Isaacs steps back, forces a 3. No good again. Tipped by Washington, no good. But I think he came over the back of somebody to do it. Let's see. Yep, foul on DJ Horn of NC State. That'll be his 2nd and the team's 5th. Check at 6th.
NC State forced 2. Isaac misses that time. It could not grab the defensive rebound. So a reset here for Texas Tech.
Texas Tech lobs it on the inbounds to Washington to hit the rim and bounces out to Toussaint. He's got it for Texas Tech. Right wing to McMillan. McMillan drives to the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Right wing to Isaacs. Right of the lane to Washington against Middlebrooks. Backs him down. Turns. Goes to the bucket. Fires it up. Wild shot. Loose ball. And Washington tries to save or check that. Williams tries to save it inbounds. Went over the top of the Red Raider bench. Ball out of bounds. It'll belong to NC State. Wow, I'll tell you what, you got to tip your cap, though, for the hustle by Darion Williams. He did everything he could to save that ball. Here comes DJ Burns in for Middlebrooks, and the Pack fans give Middlebrooks a standing ovation, and they should. A career-high 19 points tonight here in Pittsburgh with a Pack up by 10, 9:41 remaining. NC State basketball. O'Connell with it just inside the timeline. Right wing to Casey Morcell to Burns. Burns out back to O'Connell. Repost to Burns, right of the lane. Back to O'Connell. Back to Burns on a repost. Burns curls. A running hook is up. Good! From left of the lane for DJ Burns. He's got 10, and it's 61-49. 9:16 to go. Long time left in this game, and if Texas Tech gets hot from three, look out. 18 to shoot. Toussaint with it. Deep right against Casey Morcell. Toussaint. He fakes. He starts to drive. Morcell shuts him down. Nice defense. Now to Isaacs against O'Connell. O'Connell gets picked off. Isaacs goes down the lane. Lobs for Washington. Jams it.
And that ends a 9-0 run by NC State after the Pack had built that lead out to 12. Little pick and roll that time. Once Burns kind of stepped up to help off of Isaacs, who got in the paint. Washington rolling to the bucket, and right there for the front of the rim lob.
McMillan checks out, and Kerwin Walton is back in for Texas Tech. Pack will inbound, leading 61-51, 10-point Wolfpack lead, 8:43 to go. Michael O'Connell for the Wolfpack. Has it at the point, swings it right side to Morcell. Morcell to Burns, deep right wing against Washington. Burns faces up, now he backs him down. Spins past him mid-lane, pumps it up, just threw it up because he knew he was going to get hammered and did. And the foul on 7-footer Warren Washington is his fourth. That's the 15th foul now on Texas Tech. So Burns going to the line for 2 free throws. He's not been there tonight.
Gary Pack shooting 64% from the field here in the second half.
Wow. Well, that's winning basketball. And Burns with 2 free throws coming here. The ACC Tournament MVP, the Everett Case Award winner, knocks down the first of 2. He's got 11 points. Washington checks out with his 4th foul. And Jennings comes back in. Robert Jennings for the Red Raiders. Burns readies for his 2nd free throw. It's on the way. Good. 63-51, Pack by 12 now with 8:28 to go. Its largest lead of the game. Toussaint lets the ball roll toward the foul line, picks it up. Clock starts to move. We're down to 8:24 to go. Toussaint, top of the key, drives down the lane, throws up a wild runner, missed it. Ball out of bounds. Who touched it last? Nobody.
Toussaint.
So it'll belong to NC State.
Texas Tech really struggling now. The Pack has tightened up the defense. Red Raiders have missed 6 of their last 7 shots.
And here is O'Connell for NC State at the point. Out by the timeline, Isaacs on him. Whips a baseball pass, right wing to Morcell, right of the lane to Burns. Burns backs in against Jennings. Backs him down. He curls, sends it out to O'Connell. Now to Morcell, to Horn in the left corner. The bigger Williams is on him. Horn starts to drive. He's double teamed. He's in trouble. Throws it. It's intercepted at the point by Isaacs. Headman pass to Toussaint. All the way to the basket goes Toussaint. Shot blocked by Diarra. Out of bounds from behind to save a fast break basket right there. 25 on the timer for Texas Tech. 7:48 to play in the game, and we have a timeout here at PPG Paints Arena in downtown Pittsburgh. Action in the NCAA South Regional. Your score was 7:48 to play. NC State 63. Texas Tech out of the Big 12 51. This is Wolfpack basketball from Learfield.
Buying a home in the Triangle is a unique buying experience. You deserve someone who's an expert, someone who's experienced, and someone who will help you find the perfect home. You deserve the Jim Allen Group Advantage. The Jim Allen Group is a nationally recognized and award-winning real estate team in Raleigh, North Carolina, built on one simple truth. Our customers are our #1 priority. Establish your home court advantage with the team at the Jim Allen Group, Coldwell Banker, Howard Perry, and Walston, who are ready to help you buy, sell, or build your next dream home. Learn more at jimallen.com.
Liberty Senior Living communities offer vibrant lifestyles in some of North Carolina's most sought-after locations. The amenities of fine resorts and the incomparable comforts of home. All Liberty Senior Living communities are designed for active seniors and feature whole-person wellness, distinctive dining, life enrichment, and top-class amenities and services. Visit your local Liberty Senior Living community, the Templeton of Cary, today and come home to the retirement you deserve. Exceptional senior living here, there, and everywhere you want to be.
Together, that's how we stay in the game, ready to play. As one great team, UNC Health is keeping you well by bringing renewed focus, approach, and dedicated services close to you. Exceptional care is what you and your family deserve. Together, let's put points on the board for life well played. Team up with UNC Health, official healthcare provider of NC State Athletics.
Back in Pittsburgh, NC State trying to advance to face Oakland on Saturday. That's right, Oakland. They upset Kentucky earlier tonight. And right now the Wolfpack up 63-51 with 7:48 to play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NC State basketball from Learfield. Well, coming into the game, NC State felt like it had an advantage at the center position, the 5 spot. You know, we didn't know if Warren Washington, the 7-footer for Texas Tech, was going to play. It missed 9 games with a foot injury. Next in line for them was 6'7" Robert Jennings, obviously undersized at major college basketball, to be playing the center position at 6'7". And boy, has NC State gone after those guys tonight. Middlebrooks has a career-high 19. Burns has 12. So the Pack with those two have combined for 31 points at the center position for NC State. And then you throw in Mo Diarra at the 4. He has 12 points and 7 rebounds. So the bigs have really gotten it done for the Pack in this one.
Texas Tech to inbound out of the timeout, baseline left with Williams. Pack on a 16-6 run over about the last 7.5 minutes to go up 63-51, 7:48 to go. Inbounds pass comes to Toussaint at the point. Toussaint looking. He'll give it away to Jennings. Back to Toussaint, left wing. He'll drive to the top of the key. Bounces it left of the lane to Jennings. Against Burns. He tries a cross-court pass to Isaacs. Can't hang on. Loose ball picked up by Burns. And that is now 8 turnovers for the Red Raiders. Pack with the basketball. 20 to shoot. With O'Connell out near the timeline straight away. Guarded by Isaacs. Now to Diarra behind the arc left wing. Williams is on him. 13 to shoot. Now to Burns, right of the lane. Kicks it back to O'Connell, back to Burns. Spins around at Jennings. Here comes Toussaint over to double Burns, and we've got a whistle.
Hell ball.
And a hell ball, and the arrow is pointing toward the Red Raiders. So that's a turnover for the Wolfpack. NC State with 8 turnovers in the game for this half. Pack shooting second half, 9 out of 14, 63%. And the Red Raiders, 44%, 7 of 16, but just 1 out of 6 from 3. The Pack, 2 out of 3 from long range. So here we go. Red Raiders inbound, and Toussaint's just going to let the ball roll until it gets near midcourt. He's going to pick it up. And the clock starts to move. Left wing to Williams. Williams with the basketball, gives to Isaacs. He'll pop from long range. No good again. And the deep rebound comes to O'Connell, going 2-on-2. O'Connell, the basket, fast break layup, rolls off the rim. And the rebound to Texas Tech. Toussaint coming the other way. Left wing to Isaacs, tries to get into the paint, runs right in to Ben Middlebrooks, who clamps onto the ball, and we've got a held ball, and it's going now to NC State's way on the alternate possession, as Burns will check back in for Middlebrooks, who gets another big hand by the NC State faithful.
Now Kevin Keatts starting to go with the offense-defense substitutions when he can, and that turnover by Texas Tech allows them to get Burns back out there, and I'm sure they're going to get it to him.
Still 63-51. Nobody scored in more than a minute. As O'Connell has it now to the midcourt area to Morcell. Free throw line to Burns. Drives the lane. Running one-hander. Good by Burns. 14 for Burns, and it's 65-51. Pack by 14. 6:33 to go. Let's see if NC State can get a stop here. Toussaint wants to drive on O'Connell, just holding the ball in the midcourt area. Now he'll drive to his left. Now back right again off a Jennings screen. Down the lane he goes. He's out of control. In underneath the Jennings. He fires it up for the left block. Off the glass, no. And a foul's going to be whistled on DJ Burns. That's his fourth. And it comes with 6:17 to go. So I think Ben Middlebrooks is going to come right off the bench again.
No, he was. And Coach Keatts grabbed him and pulled him back because NC State's going on offense after these free throws.
Here's Jennings at the line for two. First one rattles in. Jennings is 74% free throw shooter. That's his first foul shot tonight in this game. Jennings' second free throw on the way. It's good. 6 points for Robert Jennings. That's better than his 4.5 point average. 65-53 Wolfpack. Pressing is the Red Raiders. Here's O'Connell throwing a midcourt pass to Casey Morcell. He battles Toussaint with it. Ball out of bounds. They collide. Toussaint and Morcell, they go down. And let's see who the foul is on. Toussaint with his second, team sixth. And the Pack will inbound the ball from near the scorer's table. In fact, right at midcourt in front of the scorer's table. 6:12 to play, 65-53. NC State leads Texas Tech here in the NCAA South Regional in Pittsburgh. Nice to have you with us.
Burns has 4. Let's see if Jennings tries a flop on him again to get him out of the game.
O'Connell with the ball. Gets it to Morcell, top of the key. Looking for Burns. Feeds it left wing to Diarra. Down to Burns, left of the lane with 17 to shoot. Against Jennings. Backs him down, spins around him, and Jennings holds him. And then Burns goes down. That's hard to knock Burns off his pins, but Jennings did. That's Jennings' fourth foul, team seventh. And Burns is either going to get the front end of the 1-and-1 here, or they're going to give him 2 shots and say he was in the act of shooting.
It should be 2 shots for him. So I'm sure Ben Middlebrooks will be at the scorer's table as Burns gets set to shoot the second one. See if they can make that offensive-defensive substitution again.
First free throw on the way. Too long for Burns. He's upset with himself. He's got 14 points tonight, but he's playing with 4 fouls. Got the fourth with 6:17 to go. We're down with 5:54 remaining. 65-53 NC State. Burns' second free throw on the way. It's no good, off to the right, so the Pack can't get Middlebrooks in. Toussaint with a rebound. Long down the floor to Williams. Spots up. 3 on the way in transition. Off the rim, no. Rebounded by Diarra for NC State. Now to Horn. Up the floor to O'Connell. And he'll slow it up. Let's see if the Pack chews some clock here with 5:38 to go. Here's a pass. O'Connell trying to get it to Horn along the sideline. Kicked by Toussaint. Shot clock will reset to 20. Burns checks out. Middlebrooks back in for the Wolfpack. And here comes Pop Isaacs, who's had a tough shooting night, in for Texas Tech. That was one of our keys to control him so far, the Pack has. And Texas Tech going small as Jennings checks out. Here's O'Connell to trigger it in. Right sideline to Horn straight away. Horn off a Middlebrook screen, drives to his left. The bigger Williams is on him. He steps back. 3 on the way. Off the back iron, no. Diarra rebounds at the foul line. We got a foul. It's either on Walton or Williams. Got to be one of the two. And it's going to go against Darion Williams. That'll be his third, team's 8th. And Mo Diarra at the line for the front end of the 1-on-1.
And that was his 9th rebound. So he's just 1 board away from another double-double. He's got 12 and 9 tonight.
Mo is 1 out of 1 from the line tonight. Here's the free throw. Good. And he'll get the bonus. 13 points for Mohamed Diarra, the Missouri transfer, who has really come on. You can go back toward the end of the regular season. He started to turn it on. In the ACC tournament, he was a monster. Now timeout, Texas Tech. Tony, this will be a 30-second timeout.
And Texas Tech has only 1. So you wonder now what Grant McCaslin has up his sleeve. He's gone extremely small here. Now they say it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it too.
All right, 5:26 to go. We're heading down the stretch in the Steel City with a score, NC State 66, Texas Tech 53. From Pittsburgh, you're listening to NCAA Tournament Basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network from Learfield.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
Visit TriangleBMWDealers.com today for exceptional offers on the BMW electrified fleet.
5:26 to play. NC State up on Texas Tech, 66-53. Mo Diarra made the front end of a 1-and-1, and now he's going to try to finish it off. And it's interesting for Kevin Keatts now, though, because Texas Tech has gone really small. They don't have either Washington or Jennings out there. Basically 5 perimeter players. Here's the free throw missed.
Yep, he missed the back end of the 1-on-1. Williams rebounds, gives to Toussaint. Here come the Red Raiders. Toussaint off a high screen, gives to Williams, right wing, into the corner to Pop Isaacs. Back to Williams on the give and go. Cross-court skip pass to Walton. 3 ball on the way. Good from the left side. That's the first basket of the game for Kerwin Walton, and it makes it 66-56. Red Raiders pulled it within 10 with exactly 5 minutes remaining here in Pittsburgh. Middlebrooks, top of the key. Drives, hands off to Horn. Horn looking for a driving lane. Can't. Right wing to Diarra. Drives all the way to the baseline. Now backs in against Walton, left of the lane. He turns to his right. Up and under. Goes the basket, scores.
That's what I was talking about. They're really small on defense now, and Diarra just backed his way in on the smaller Walton.
68-56, packed by 12. Red Raider ball. Here's Walton off a pass from Williams. Fires for 3. Missed the works. And the rebound comes right into the arms of DJ Horn for the Pack. 68-56 Wolfpack, 4:28 to go.
Now, Coach McCaslin telling his team to switch everything because they basically have 5 guards out there.
O'Connell, deep left, away to Horn, behind the arc left wing, drives to the left baseline. He's double teamed, has to get rid of it. He's in trouble. Now away to O'Connell, mid lane to Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks turns to the basket, layup, good! Ben Middlebrooks is having a heck of a night. 21 points for him. Pack leads 70-56. Red Raider ball with 4 minutes to go. Isaacs behind the back pass to Williams. Back to Isaacs. Pump fakes. Now he'll drive into the mid lane area. Throws up a runner. Missed it. Morcell will get the foul. Casey Morcell for the Pack has his 3rd personal. That's the team's 7th. Isaacs will be going to the line for 2 free throws when we come back to PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh. 3:52 to go. Will the Pack survive and advance? NC State 70, Texas Tech 56. This is Wolfpack basketball in the NCAA tournament from Learfield.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist its customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This season, Harris Teeter has partnered with NC State, Duke, UNC, and Wake Forest to present the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky fan is chosen to win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Harris Teeter will also donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to each school's local food bank to support those in need. Visit HarrisTeeter.com and look for the Big Four Grocery Assist page to enter today.
Wolfpack fans, did you know CPI Security is your best defense for protecting your home and family? Enjoy the peace of mind that only comes with bringing your security and smart home needs under one roof, easily controlling everything from the InTouch app. Plus, rest easy knowing their 24/7 monitoring has your back, getting you the help you need fast during emergencies. When every second counts, count on CPI. Make CPI Security a part of your game plan. Visit mycpi.com/Wolfpack for your special team offer.
Pack trying to hang on and move on to play here on Saturday against Oakland, an upset winner over Kentucky earlier tonight here in Pittsburgh. NC State really playing well in the second half, shooting 63% from the field. Pack has really turned to the big guys to get it done. Let's take a look at points in the paint. Let's see how that's shaping up. Oh, yeah, points in the paint. NC State tonight dominating the smaller Red Raiders 38-20. And here's why. It's the bigs going to work for the Pack. Middlebrooks a career-high 21. Diarra, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Burns, he has 14 points. So that threesome, the three big guys, the front line players for NC State have been really hard to handle for Texas Tech. And Grant McCaslin, quite frankly, has really gone to a desperate lineup here with basically 5 guards. He's got Isaacs, Toussaint, Williams, McMillan, and Walton. Again, they're all perimeter players. Williams is 6'6". He would be considered the biggest of the bigs in that particular lineup. Now, it can be very difficult to guard when, especially if you got 2 bigs out there like NC State does right now with Burns and Diarra. But here, NC State doesn't have to go on defense because Pop Isaacs is at the free throw line to shoot a pair with NC State up by 14. Again, less than 4 minutes to play.
Pack's done a great job on him. He averages almost 16 points a game. He misses the free throw. He's only got 9 in this game. He's 3 out of 14 shooting, 1 out of 8 from long range. And he just missed his first free throw of the night after making 2. Here's the second one, good.
Now they'll set up their press. NC State's going to have to be smart and be strong with the ball here.
Horn gets it. They're going to trap him in the corner. He throws ahead to Taylor, and Taylor breaks the press. Jaden Taylor driving down the lane. Underneath the Burns layup, good. 16 for Burns. Red Raiders get the ball quickly into the front court with Toussaint, right wing. Toussaint driving top of the key. Outside of McMillan. Long NBA 3, no good. Rebounded by Walton on the right block. Passes inside of the cutting. McMillan misses the layup. And the rebound pulled down by Diarra.
His 10th.
Wow, Burns has hit his last 7 shots. Diarra his last 5. Middlebrooks his last 2. That's how dominant those bigs have been for NC State. Stats courtesy of Howard Baum. Here's a pass. Burns, Horn shoots a 3 ball, no good off a pass from Burns. Isaacs gets it, drives all the way down to the left block area, or the left elbow area, where he crashes into O'Connell. O'Connell is charged with a blocking foul. The foul on O'Connell will be his second. That'll be the 8th team foul on NC State. So Isaacs back to the line for the front end of the 1 and 1. 72-57 NC State, 3:05 remaining.
I'll tell you what, DJ Horn missed the shot on the other end, but it was a great play by Burns. Here's a free throw, good by Isaacs.
He'll get the back end of the 1 and 1.
Horn flipped the ball in the low post to Burns, and Burns, knowing that Texas Tech's got this small lineup, they had to trap him immediately, so he quickly kicked it right back out to Horn, who missed the shot, but Isaacs makes 2 here.
And it's 72-59. Here's Diarra, bumped just as he got the ball across midcourt by Williams. Williams commits his 4th foul. That's the 9th team foul now on Texas Tech. So it'll be Diarra back to the line for the front end of the 1 and 1. Diarra with a double-double tonight. He's got 15 points. And I'm not sure, Tony, you got the stat monitor in front of you. How many rebounds has he pulled down?
10. So another double-double. We've almost come to expect it.
Here's the front end of the 1 and 1 for Mo Diarra. He rattles it in. And it's 73-59, 2:58 to go. Pack up by 14 points. That's equaled NC State's largest lead tonight. Diarra's second free throw on the way. Swish.
I think Kevin Keatts telling his guys 55, which I believe means switch everything now, trying to prevent Texas Tech from shooting threes.
Toussaint goes to his right. He'll pop for 3. Off the back iron, no. Rebounded by Jaden Taylor way up there in the O-zone to grab that rebound. And he gets it away to O'Connell. Let's see if the Pack tries to chew some clock here with 2:42 to go. Up 74-59. O'Connell to Middlebrooks between the rings. Middlebrooks, couple of dribbles, hands off to Horn. They double team him, and they call Horn for traveling when Isaacs and Williams were pushing him off balance.
Well, they've been looking to double him all night with Williams. So Williams guarding Middlebrooks on the dribble handoff right there and immediately doubled DJ Horn. I'm not sure it was a travel, probably a foul. That's the 9th turnover on NC State.
And here we go. Isaacs gets the inbounds pass, brings it in the front court to Toussaint. Back to Isaacs. Left corner jumper for 3, short. And the rebound comes to Walton. He'll clear it out to Toussaint. He'll shoot a straight-on 3. No good, off to the left. And the rebound comes to Mo Diarra. And he'll give it away to DJ Horn. 2:15 left to go. 74-59 Wolfpack. NC State ball. Here's Horn along the right sideline. And Pop Isaacs popped him pretty good. And commits his 3rd personal foul. That's the 10th team foul now on the Red Raiders. So 2 free throws coming up now for DJ Horn. DJ's 1 out of 1 from the stripe. He's got 14 points tonight, which is under his 17-point per game average, or 16.9 to be exact. First free throw on the way, good.
Live by the 3, die by the 3, and it's death for Texas Tech tonight. 2 for 13 here in the second half. Overall 3-point shooting for the Raiders, 5 of 27.
DJ Horn studies for his second free throw. He hits it. Now Horn's going to check out. Casey Morcell coming in for defense. You got Taylor, Morcell, Diarra, Middlebrooks, and O'Connell in there right now for NC State. Pop Isaacs gets the inbounds pass. 2:08 to go in the game. Pack up 76-59. Here's Isaacs driving to his left. Now back right again. Gets it to Walton. Back to Isaacs straight away. Straight line drive toward the basket. Sends it to Williams. Right baseline jumper for 2. Got it. About a 17-footer for Isaacs. Timeout. Texas Tech. Isaacs there. Check that to Williams now with 10 points as he got that baseline jumper from the right side. 76-61. Pack leads by 15 with 1:53 to go.
Well, Texas Tech has missed some open shots here in the second half, but overall, NC State's ability to score inside and out is the difference in this game. Texas Tech has had no interior presence, hardly at all, offensively, and when they do score in the paint, it's off the drive because, Washington and Jennings give them nothing offensively at the center position, whereas you flip the script on the other side, you see Middlebrooks with 21 and Burns with 16. So do the math right there. The Pack getting 37 points from its 2 centers, whereas you look at Texas Tech, Washington has 6 and Jennings 12. So how about that by the comparison? NC State's centers are combined for 36 points. Texas Tech's 12.
Pack will inbound against full court pressure by the Red Raiders. Ball goes into Taylor. Throws it cross court to Horn. Horn, he senses the double and gets it across the timeline to O'Connell. O'Connell with the basketball. Now to Horn. The Pack's just going to try to kill as much clock as possible. Horn and O'Connell play pitch and catch with it near the timeline. O'Connell with the ball, guarded by Williams. 8 to shoot, 1:31 to play. Here's O'Connell driving, 4 to shoot. Now to Diarra. Diarra, free throw line, turns, fires at the shot clock. He misses it. The shot clock was about to expire. Rebound Williams for Texas Tech. Up the floor to Pop Isaacs. Isaacs right wing to Walton. Fires for 3. Got it. His second 3 of the game. Texas Tech now just 4 of its last 18 shooting. Pack inbounds against full court pressure. Down goes Horn along the left sideline, and down goes Isaacs, and we've got a whistle.
Horn was called for a travel as he stumbled, so that'll be a turnover for NC State. Pack's got to stay with it here because this is a team, Texas Tech, can fill it up from three-point range. They haven't done it tonight yet.
1:05 to go, 76-64 Wolfpack. Isaacs gets the ball in the backcourt, brings it across, shoots a 30-footer straight on. No good. Deep rebound comes to Walton. Walton to McMillan. McMillan drives right of the lane. Now to Walton. 3 on the way, right of the key. Good again. Walton's heating up. That's 3 threes for him in this half. And it's 76-67. 52.3 seconds remaining. NC State with the ball in the lead. Ball goes to Horn. Now to O'Connell. They break the press. Down the floor to Diarra. Back to O'Connell in front of us. Sideline left. Now to Morcell, and he's fouled by Walton in the midcourt area. Walton picks up his third. That's the 11th team foul. 2 free throws coming up now for Casey Morcell.
We mentioned Texas Tech's proclivity to make threes after offensive rebounds. They did it again with Walton grabbing that offensive board, a long rebound, and he hit that three to make it a 3-possession game. So big free throws for Morcell here.
He takes a couple of dribbles, studies, fires it up. Good. 7 points for Casey Morcell. And the Pack leads 77-67. 10-point lead with 43.3 seconds left to go. Morcell readies for his second free throw. He eyes it. Fires it up. Good.
Breon pass coming in for Horn.
And Horn with 16 points tonight. 78-67 Wolfpack, 43.3 seconds left. Isaac picks up the ball at midcourt. Shovels it to Toussaint along the left sideline. Taylor reaches and ties him up. Held ball, but Texas Tech will get the ball in the alternate possession. Now Toussaint's throwing elbows here. He's going to keep the ball last. I guess that's what happens when you're trailing 78-67. You got to win something.
Casey Morcell did a good job pulling Jaden Taylor away there, too. You don't want, with this kind of lead, you don't want to go any further with that and get a technical foul.
Or somebody get thrown out for the next game.
Right.
Toussaint will inbound, sideline left, 39 seconds remaining. He gets it to Wall. Ball picked off by Breon. Pass on a breakaway. Jansen. 80-67. Breon pass puts the icing on the cake right there with that fast break jam. Here's Toussaint coming the other way. Forces up a 3 left wing, no good. Diarra fights for the rebound. He's got it for NC State. Now away to O'Connell. Up the floor to Taylor. 23 seconds left. And the Pack can just dribble out the clock. Texas Tech is not going to play any more defense. And Taylor, right in front of us, is just going to hold the ball as the clock ticks down. He picked up his dribble. He may have to hand it away to somebody else. Nope, he's just going to hang on to it for the final 3, 2, 1. There's the horn. It's all over, and the Pack wins, survives, and advances here in round 1 of the NCAA South Regional in Pittsburgh. The Pack gets its first NCAA tournament win exactly 9 years to the day from the last one in this building, when the Pack beat Villanova to go to the Sweet 16. The Pack's winning streak now 6 in a row, 5 at the ACC tournament, and now the Pack 1 out of 1 here in the NCAA tournament. Final score, NC State 80, and the Red Raiders of Texas Tech 67. The Pack improves to 23-14. The Red Raiders season will end at 23-11. Pack led by 4 at the break.
Right now, Gary Hahn and Tony Haynes have lost connection. We will get to them as soon as possible. Zach Burhan's back inside the Learfield Network studios. NC State defeats Texas Tech and advances to the round of 32. They will take on Oakland. NC State wins at 82-67. We'll have post-game coverage coming up next. You're listening to NC State basketball in the NCAA tournament from Learfield.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
We're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar,